the exact same group of people. And transitioning into gaming with you guys was like a very different experience in a good way, because it's like, oh,
That breath of
you know
fresh
what it
air.
yeah, you know what it's like when you don't know that this is the character this guy always plays.
Yeah.
Like, it's always some variant of that, but like this is always what it is. Yeah, so it's nice to
It's
actually
nice.
be around
Yeah, it's nice to have
different
a
people.
surprise and be like, oh,
Yeah.
Something can be different, and it is
Dante
different.
plays smart characters, but he plays those retards.
Well,
You
I
had one
honestly,
character,
I
and you
feel like
basically got it killed. I
I
remember
feel
that
like
one.
anytime you try to actually make a quote unquote smart character, like, really your character is limited by your personal intelligence. And so if you're like, oh, I made someone who's an expert on this thing that I myself know nothing about, well, then you're always going to look dumb
Yeah.
because you
Oh,
wouldn't even know the stuff to think about.
100%. One of the things I did, like after I made Prasic, was I went and looked up fucking early fucking nuclear chemistry, and I just started
Yep.
reading shit about it, just so I can get like a good idea of like how much stuff would Prasic know about this.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I didn't make the fucking Death Ray until X like prompted me for it.
Like 3 times.
Yeah, I was like, that makes no sense. That's like some weird fucking fantasy bullshit compared to what we know about it.
Oh,
The
yeah.
fucked up
No,
thing is that it took me like 15 minutes to do it.
Yeah, like,
Where am I getting 10% packet loss from? Might go restart my router if it doesn't start a lot.
yeah, I've been restarting my router a lot, just trying to get my Xbox to work. That's actually what I was doing most of the day. I was like fixing the Xbox and fucking playing Halo after I finally got it fixed. I just went and sat
Yeah.
upstairs and played Halo 4 because I was like, I don't want to play a new Halo game outside of that fucking feeling of just being on my couch with a controller in hand and just enjoying the story.
No, yeah, I feel that.
Like, I don't mind playing Legendary on my computer and just fucking around with a friend trying to get through it. Like, which is what me and X were
No,
doing.
but
trying to
you're
get
like
through.
there's a like quote unquote true experience.
Yeah, the true experience
Yeah.
is this. Yeah, just
Yeah, and as far as going back to the conversation, like learning how there's people that play like different styles and stuff of you, it was one
Yeah.
awesome thing that I got out of this group, because I've only played with people here from Coalition, and
there's people
they're
who don't
not
like to roleplay. Just
they're not no,
They're
well,
for
I think
sure.
it's they're inexperienced in the fact of role playing. It's that, or they just don't care to.
Well,
Right? Maybe? I don't know.
I think it's mostly that they don't care to.
There's a
They don't
couple of
feel comfortable
things,
doing it.
right? Like, sort of philosophically about it, right? And I think I've thought about that a lot, right? Especially when I think about like GMing. This idea of why does this person like to game? What do they get out of the experience? Is it that they get that escapism and they get to be someone else, or is it that they get to be themselves in some weird otherworldly situation and put themselves in bizarre scenarios, or is it that they want some power fantasy stuff, you know? And if you want power fantasy, that's fine, but these darker games where you're like, you might die because that's just the way things go. Well, then maybe that's not for you.
Like
You
this
know?
game.
Right,
I just want to tell a
exactly.
cool
So
story.
right,
I
and
was
so
reading.
if you have somebody that just wants to be like high score, I got the most kills in the game. It's like, oh, well,
That's
okay,
cool. Everyone else is dead now.
great, congratulations, you won the game. But like, it's tabletop, nobody wins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a story, man. What you're after.
Yeah, for
That's what
sure.
I'm after, anyway. I was reading a thing about when you talk about people who are like wanting to live that fantasy kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's not weird, but it's like pushing yourself into like a whole different avenue of like an alternate or something. There, or some guy that posted about it. He had a group that one of the player characters forced himself onto another one in the game,
Oh,
and
yeah. I
so
think I read something about that on Reddit.
and then it was like, I mean, it was basically like the
It was
cut and dry.
rape.
It was rape, and
No, yeah, a thousand. But
and
you're
then
like,
like it like pretty much shattered the group, and you're just like,
yeah,
then that makes you wonder about like that individual. And you're like, like
yeah,
there becomes like a marginal line where you're like, yeah, that's not really a role play thing. That's just a new thing coming out, and that's weird and creepy.
Right, and
Like,
and of course
don't do
there's
that.
much more benign versions of like in terms of the, they it's some sort of power fantasy thing for them or whatever. Like, but I feel like in the same way that when you, not necessarily specifically related to tabletop, but when you talk to people and they say like, "Oh, well, like I'm an asshole," I'm like, you know, that's supposed to be a bad thing. So the fact that you wear that sort of like a badge of honor, like, means to me that you're using it as an excuse for bad behavior.
Yeah, exactly.
And instead of being like, well, instead of just being like, no, like I'm just a piece of shit, that like uses this excuse like, oh, I'm a bad boy. I don't I say things that make my wife mad because I like to see her angry. Like, just don't do that.
I say the N word to see what other people say about it.
Oh, so probably one of the most cringy one of those was we used to play tabletop with this guy, and it was around the time that I think I had been showed video game donkeys videos right on YouTube, and so X and I were just like showing each other videos kind of back and forth, and you ended up hearing uh, Donkey's girlfriend, or now his wife, Leah B, right, like say some stuff, and she has this really like,
Squeaky kind of mouse voice.
yeah, it's like a baby doll type of voice. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think it's a bit. I think that's just how she
That's her
talks.
voice. That's her voice. That's how she
Right.
sounds.
Like Marzia,
Right.
PewDiePie's now wife,
Yeah, and so
just naturally high pitched.
you hear her talk, and it's this very like, yeah, baby doll sort of high pitched voice, and she talks for a little bit, and then at the end of the video, one of the guys looks at us and goes, "God, her voice is so hot, I want to rape her." And I was like, "Oh,
I don't think that's something you want to tell us, dude.
we that's
And then you're like, see now, like it sounds like a small child's voice, and so is it the fantasy of a small child that you're? And then you're like, but I think it's time to sit down and let's have us a little talk here.
right. We need to talk about things that you can't say at the
I'll just
very
take a seat
minimum.
right over there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, let's get Chris Hansen up in this piece.
Yeah, they're
Well, hello, boys.
Hey,
Hello.
are you gonna launch a session in
he
tabletop
has
sim?
to.
Yeah, I was actually about to ask if you guys checked on that. I saw that Spoon asked if people wanted to check. So
Done
I
and
guess
done,
not
it's
working,
fucked.
Spoon?
Mine is Bork.
Oh, excellent. All right, let me launch this.
Is that by any chance the entire record Covenant by Electric Dragon, or is it just the one song?
I think it's just a song. Oh yeah, this one's called Dante Gay.
Ah, right. That was
yes.
the name of it, wasn't it?
As was told in the legend of old.
It's okay. Everyone assumes Dante's gay. It's fine.
I don't. Dante, are you gay?
No, I'm not.
I think it's pretty gay to assume that
I'm
everyone's gay.
hetero flexible. I like to say. I don't know. I might
Just
need a
fucking
new
swear.
boy one day.
I'm a hetero flexible. No, you know what? I respect
does that
that.
mean you
You're
take-
just like, I'm not saying that I'm bi. I'm just saying that I'm open to the possibility that I might meet a dude that I'd be like, you are awfully handsome.
Yeah, you know.
There ain't nothing wrong with telling your homie he look fly.
Yo, if your homie don't
Yeah,
compliment
but
you, is he really your homie?
But I mean, you're also like, yo, man, you look fly as fuck. I'm just gonna get this started.
Dude,
And then you just
Yo,
go
what's your
get in
number?
front of
Can I
him
buy
and
you
you're-
a drink?
Yeah.
I mean, easy now there. Go get my homies going.
Kamikaze time. Let's go.
Server not
That should be
responding.
an upgrade for the Japanese. Now that they've done like the fucking big ship fleet thing, all Japanese fleet planes should now just have a kamikaze option.
Oh, load your plane up full of fuel.
Yep. You're now twice as likely to get set on fire by a stray 50 cal round, but you know what? You'll definitely set that enemy ship on fire.
There you go. Watch that for a second. That's exactly what you were talking about, Hawk.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
Alright, there's a big boy right there in the bay, flying up to A point. He's gonna catch it. Ooh, there's another one just hovering between there. So vulnerable.
Primary objective. Successful. Proceed to dust-off zone for extraction.
Oh, we're done, boys.
Indicate friendly dropship has entered atmosphere. ETA dropship 1 minute. Shutdown sequence initiated.
You change.
Shit, he turned.
Three. I saw that, you. Jeez. Oh, that was interesting.
Amazing.
Hey,
Yeah, that's
Where's
top
Dante?
notch.
Why isn't
I'm-
Dante in here?
I'm in no way disappointed.
I'm playing War Thunder. It's a hole in my left wing.
Well, I'm about to slap the ugly off your face. You don't get in here right now.
I'm
Also, Michael, grab a
Bish.
cheesesteak. What a boy. There you
That does sound remarkably delicious, actually. The cheesesteak.
My mother
Cheese
picked up
dick?
these like pre-made things. You just bake them like 10 minutes or whatever, and they're surprisingly like they taste almost like a Pizza Hut, like a cheesy bread kind of thing you would get, like a garlic cheesy bread.
Nice.
It was absolutely like dumbfounded.
I thought you were gonna say that it tastes like a Pizza Hut Philly cheesesteak, and I was like, I don't think that sounds as delicious as you think it does.
My
Uh,
brother loves
But
those
with
things.
the cheesy bread, I was like, oh, okay, that
I
makes
just-
sense.
My problem is, I've had very good, like, cheesesteak, and so now when I go get like the fake stuff from a restaurant or something like
G'day,
that, you're just
guys
like, not a restaurant,
gals.
like a fast food.
Staunch.
You're just like,
Well, when
like,
you say really
this
good
is-
cheesesteak, do you mean like Philly cheesesteak, like with the cheese whiz and all that?
cheese whiz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the traditional. Like that's
I'm
the
talking-
authentic.
I'm talking stringy cheese, not no cheese whiz. I guess I ain't that authentic then.
Like,
Oh.
what do you? Can you explain the difference between cheese whiz and stringy cheese?
Cheese whiz? Are you talking cheese whiz like the old canned stuff?
Yeah.
Like,
I think he's talking about like mozzarella, like string cheese.
Oh.
I'm talking about is like normal stringy kind of cheese, like when you pull
Hold
it, and
on,
it like
hold
it
on.
strings. You know what I'm
Hold
talking
on,
about?
I'm channeling my hawk. Yeah, like I gotta go drop you some knowledge.
You're telling me you take cheese whiz, the stuff like
I'm
Like
not
from the
saying
Goofy
I take
movie.
it. I'm saying that's yeah, Leaning Tower of Cheese. Yeah, for sure. Like yes, exactly.
and that's the traditional. That's the real authentic.
Dude, it's Philly. That's not like high class Society food.
He's gotta put his food away. He's gotta think about this for a second. Blew his mind.
I don't think I want cheesesteak anymore.
Sorry, I have
Oh,
so many
yeah,
pieces I'm pulling out right now to get them all ready so I can just run.
Yep.
It specifically mentions cheese product on the Wikipedia page.
Life has been a lie. Because I've always had mine with like, well, I've had some where they make it like, you know, your standard, like thin sliced beefsteak. Or they'll use like some Velveeta or something. Like something like that, like
Oh,
a processed
sure.
cheese.
Yeah, and so
But-
it specifically mentions like cheese was used as like a traditional topping. Now they do it says American cheese, cheese whiz, and provolone are the most commonly used cheeses or cheese products to be put on Philly cheesesteak.
See, I've had it with provolone, and that's the stringy cheese I'm talking about. Like the
They
white
say-
cheese.
It says provolone is for aficionados
Oh, whoops.
on there. So
Uh-oh.
Boy.
get out of there with your highfalutin cheese.
What's up?
steaks.
My name's Chad,
I have the biggest dick.
and I'm superior to you.
Oh shit, they have the HMS Dreadnought in the fucking
Right.
War Thunder now.
Let me go
Damn,
get water
son.
so I can be ready as well. Take me like a minute.
Yeah, I'm just about ready.
It's got like all its own little PT boats on it. Didn't know that was a thing already. Fucking main caliber is a 305mm gun.
All right. I'm not sure why I added this fucking battle event. This one in particular uses a skill I don't think anybody put points into. You look at your characters.
Uh-oh.
Time to die, boys.
I mean, I don't think it'd be that pivotal, but it could be awesome if you
Could
could
be.
actually blow up the roll. I mean, all you
But
need
it
is success
could
with
be
a
awesome.
raise. Nope.
I mean, if you need me to speak Italian, I'm your guy.
Right?
China has no navy. I think Great Britain's their battleship is the only one with a torpedo launcher. Not just that, it's like hidden beneath the fucking waterline for it.
Oh, Jacques Dumont would have actually been good at that thing.
now I gotta guess what skill was.
Explosives?
Nope,
Some
all of you are
Sneak?
unskilled.
Sneak, maybe?
Stealth or thievery would be my guess. Maybe, yeah, stealth or thievery for the battle table.
I guess the only option we have left is hacking.
Hacking's not even really a skill in this game.
That's what I was saying about like
No,
those master
literally
skills.
No,
with
it
max,
was
that's what it's
performance.
for.
Oh.
Ah, interesting. I was gonna say like
Oh shit, is
one of
Loop
my
RD here?
from before X was about like those games where like there's a million skills that you can have. Was that like yeah, it was that like oh yeah, you can super customize your characters, but then you'll have all these skills that become completely irrelevant to anything. That's why I don't mind the idea of like condensing it so that people can have like relevant talents. And maybe be allowed to make something that might not totally fit, but be able to find like their little niche in a world.
Yeah, I mean, to each his own, I suppose.
Yeah.
I just tend to think that if the characters are more like broadly skilled and whatever, they can not have circumstances where shit passes them by, and that in itself creates more opportunity. You don't need to roll like a whatever the god roll is on every roll to succeed in something.
No, of course not.
Yeah, I mean, it's good every now and then to have the, yeah, we know what you're good at, but, like, if everybody's just, they can't find their face, you know, in front of, you know, like, then what good is all the other stuff?
Alright, let's get our bennies.
All right.
We don't always need the fucking we know what you do guy. Cries in D12 plus fucking 6 repair.
Well, I mean, especially for you, because that's how you heal. You know, it's probably a good idea that you have pretty good roll on that.
And it's worked up until now, mostly because nobody except for fucking Alyosha's boys managed to knock me out until that part of the campaign.
All right, I'm just waiting on Hawk, and we'll be ready to go. Oh wait, shit! I need water. Right back.
Alright, we see we have the Jack of Clubs. I'm gonna pull it randomly from the deck now. I'm gonna make it be the top card. Here we go. Dang it! Close.
All right, we all good?
Yep.
Yep, I'm ready.
Do we have a Hawk yet?
No.
Okay, he needs a Benny anyways.
Okay.
Hey!
I lied. I was gonna get water, but then I changed my mind. I made a bagel. With some cream.
I had a tuna fish sandwich.
That reminds me of that song where the guy's too high at the supermarket. You ever heard that song?
Then I got high.
No, so it's I think it's actually called Too High for the Supermarket. The whole thing is the guy gets super stoned and he's like, I really want a tuna fish sandwich, but he doesn't have any tuna and bread. So he's stoned, goes to the supermarket to try and get the stuff to make a sandwich, and then he walks away at the store with like a ton of other shit, but none of the things are tuna and bread. I swear I'm not crazy. This is a real song.
You're crazy. Anyway, fucking find your place in the turn order.
Yep.
Hey, would you give me another square like right around here, Dante?
Sure thingy.
It's like maybe half as long as the blue one.
Any particular color? Just make it yellow.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
I get the superior color.
Okay. What?
You heard me. I get the superior color.
Okay, cool. Hold on, I got you.
Brown? Got it.
I was gonna say black, but I mean, whatever.
God,
That should
that's
be
so
fine.
fucking hard to see. Are you moving them into their own square?
It's just for me to keep in mind. I have I've been running off of like a sheet of paper that's got a couple of notes written down. I figured I would just visualize it here for myself instead of having to reference notes. So it's one less thing that I have to fucking deal with.
Mhm.
Okay.
Basically, they're enemy forces that are represented as opposing forces. And what I forgot to do last week is allow you guys to purposely block units from heroic opportunities and vice versa.
Oh.
It's a mechanic that I fucking forgot about. All right, so I think that's good.
And could you explain how blocking from a heroic opportunity works?
Well, basically, I'm just going to go through enemy cards, and on their initiative, they're going to do a roll, which I'll roll for them, like I was doing last week. Just to myself GM roll and see if they're successful or not. If you see me grab one of these white deals and put it down there and be like, bam, it means they've got a heroic opportunity. If you're still yet to go in the initiative, you can spend your action to essentially try and block that heroic opportunity, making a contested roll with them. Now, there's a limited amount of skills that you can do that with. So largely, this is going to be the commander's roll. So hopefully he's going to be rolling low because you'll be directing forces to deal with these heroic opportunities. But some of you may have opportunities to do like a shooting roll to like try and like thwart some of their heroic opportunities. Got it?
I could just
Yeah, that makes
vaporize a
sense.
man who's trying to like go throw a grenade. Like, no.
Right. So let me get their cards real quick.
Ooh.
Or actually, I guess we could just make the fucking one thing longer if you like, and then rearrange all the icons.
That's fine. This is okay. I was just wondering what's going on, but it's more or less to because this is long enough. If you think about it,
How would you say?
and we just move our pieces to like represent like where we are in the turn order, so it's not hard to remember who's got what card.
Dante's just waiting for it.
I've
All right,
beat
so
you in
then
my
that's gonna make
sights.
this. Okay, their officer is going last in initiative. Did I pull for GNA militia? I didn't.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh
hey.
wow. But you look at those Chads. You all get that because they're over here on
Yes, everybody gets right off the bat is going to get a free Benny. So go ahead and grab your Benny. All right. If everybody is situated, we're going to start the first round. Now, keep in mind that you are currently, from last session, doing a bit better than Michigan, but he has made up a little bit of room in the battle rolls for each turn. And top of the round is going to be GNA Militia Soldier, who is going to hold their action for command. Make sure you've got your Benny. That is going to be onto the EEIA Standard Infantry at Ace.
Fuck, don't forget, buddy.
I have all three.
You get another
Wait,
one.
did somebody get a Joker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I miss it? Who got? Oh, okay. My B. I just sat down. Tab back over to
It's all good.
tabletop.
All right, they're going to try and do some attrition to you guys with a shooting roll. 13, that's success and a raise, 2 raises. Add that to the pool here. Let's see here. Infantry 2, okay. That is going to be a heroic opportunity because of their role. GNA Militia is going to move to block. All right, it's going to be a contested shooting roll.
Seven.
Fix that.
They get that +2.
Yep, they get +2, so 6. It's not enough to nullify the roll. So that is their action. They've tried to block. However, I want to... Oh, I don't have anything for that. All right, yeah, that's a failure. That is going to add to the attrition counter at the end of the round. God damn it. Okay, yeah, back to tabletop. It's not in my browser. All right, so coming up next is the mechs out on the tarmac. The mechs are going to make a shooting roll against the incoming Jaegers that are advancing. Let's do that real quick. Let's see here. Group check on 11. That's another good one. All right. Queen of Diamonds.
All right, so to assist, I'm gonna use fighting.
You guys-
Right?
Yep, you guys are currently in the tower, fighting your way to the top of the tower. If all goes well, you guys might have control of the first tower this round.
All right, so let me make my fighting roll. That's a 12.
Very nice. Okay, that's going to give you a heroic opportunity if you want it. Or it's guaranteed, actually, at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. I will take advantage of that opportunity.
Okay, let's see. Next on up is Jack of Spades. The pilots, the diesel mech pilots themselves are actually accounted for the Air Force. Now that the biplanes have been in the air, they're going to try and go for a heroic opportunity. They will do a piloting roll to get in position. Group check 10. Okay. All right. 10 of spades. Dr. Prasic. You're like wandering around through the tower, and you can hear like people shooting up above you, and you can see like some of the GMA commando corps like filing past you. In the last round, if you remember, you figured out that the elevator wasn't working on your side of the New Dawn, or rather, you had a control that seemed to be like blocking and overriding it.
Okay. For my action, could I lock the elevator on our side? Like basically just peering out the window, make it so that the elevator stays up on the deck.
Well, somebody else is actually like manually like trying to oppose you on the other end. Basically, like you're sitting there in the car, like preventing them from rolling down their window.
Okay.
So you can take your action and keep holding that up,
Yeah, I'll
if
do
you
that.
want, or you
I'll
can
keep-
try and add to the battle, or the tides of battle, by making a roll and hopefully a heroic opportunity.
Well, my problem is that there'll be a bunch of mechs coming up on the deck, so I'm gonna hold that down and keep that from happening to us. Try and keep them from bringing more mechs up from below.
Okay. All right. So let's see. I'm going to make a note of that, and I'm going to reduce their reinforcements in the next round. All right, let's see here. After 10, we've got 9 of spades. Officers are going to try and get a tactical victory against you guys. God, these guys are such shit. Oh, nice on the group check. All right. Officers are able to potentially get a heroic opportunity. I'm not going to risk any damage to the officer corps. They're going to try and turn it down. Let's see. Roll. Okay. That is... Let's see. Yeah, that's enough to avoid. All right, and then... Let's see. Who's next? Wait, hold on.
Pretty sure I'm next.
Did you already go?
No.
Yeah, you're next. Okay.
All right. I guess I'll move to block the diesel mech core,
Okay.
or the mechs basically.
Okay. You can basically try and take away their heroic opportunity by making an opposed roll with them.
All right. What would you call for driving?
Yeah, it's going to be piloting. Okay, nice. Okay, you've got the win. God damn, there's so many tabs. Yeah, there you go. Good. All right, Edgevin Axel.
Pattern. Okay, okay, okay. I get a because I rolled them low cards. I get a +2 to negate penalty. So can I try to intervene against them, and that count towards it, or are you gonna say that that's probably not the intention of said skill?
What do you mean?
Calculating. I have linked it. If I try to heroically intervene and I go against them, I can negate 2 points of penalties because I rolled an action card of 5 or lower. So can I
Okay.
apply that 2 points?
You ignore penalties, like if you were wounded.
Yeah,
Well,
or
yeah,
if
I
you
mean, I'm
were-
not call shotting or anything, but I mean, I'm saying if I can use that because I'm using an action that's not technically in the game, like the rules of this game. So I'm
Right, but
saying if you
I'm
allow
also
me to
trying to-
apply.
I'm trying to wonder how would that apply to what's going on right now?
Okay, so I do a contested roll against them to try to get rid of their whatever heroic intervention or whatever it is, right?
Uh-huh.
So when I roll against them, do my contested roll. I
Oh,
wanna-
no. So it wouldn't give you like a bonus +2 for negating because there's no penalties in this roll. It's just a straight up skill roll. Now, where this would help is if you actually get a heroic opportunity where you have to do something and there are penalties involved in it, like say a lucky shot. Let me look at the list real quick.
Well, I don't
So,
know
like-
what heroic intervention stuff there is. That's kind of the limiting factor here. Is I mean, if I can just heroically intervene versus intervening against them, then that would probably be the
Yeah, the
more
idea with
optimal
the idea with
solution.
trying to block them is trying to block those bonuses because when heroic opportunities are added to the Tides of Battle at the end, they're worth basically double a success of a skill roll.
I mean, I can either block or I mean, does it matter if you block or make your
Well,
own?
Yeah, you can make your own roll and try and get your own heroic opportunity. And then there are heroic opportunities, like for instance, in battle, there's Find a Way Around, which gives you the opportunity to find an enemy officer and perform a flank on them through like the substructure of the vehicle. And that's an opposed battle check. If you do that and you succeed, you're going to add to their attrition, which their reinforcements try and replenish for
Okay.
the round. And then on top of that, you're going to get a bonus to your Tides of Battle.
So that would be something
you
worth
know.
me doing then for sure. Is like
Right. So
rolling
maybe you
against-
don't want to block.
Can I roll
But
against
there-
the
Exactly. And then there are other circumstances in these like little battle things that I've written down that have like minuses, right? So like if nobody's an eye shot because of smoke grenades or whatever happens in the narrative, there might be a -2. And you would be able to ignore that with calculating because of where you landed in the initiative.
Okay,
You see what
so
I'm saying?
okay, so I'm looking to basically I'm gonna try to get my own heroic intervention to try it. I mean, I'm probably not gonna beat a mech pilot with anything. The only thing I could do is either try to I could say I'm guiding my infantry towards the designation, or I can say that I'm flanking an officer or something to that nature. But anything I guess that I can use to justify a battle roll, i.e. commanding units to try to get an advantage.
Yeah, exactly. There's a whole like category of stuff you can get for just using battle.
Okay.
The main skills that I have like listed out here are because this is what I figured you guys would use the most of: battle, shooting, fighting, driving, notice, and medical. So
You didn't expect me to use native language, did you? Well, get
there actually is some stuff for that as well, and that's when I was asking like, does anybody have performance? Earlier, but nobody has performance, so I was like, I didn't even name it. Right.
Also, for clarification purposes, these guys are like, oh, goddammit.
Yeah, turn
So-
it off, punk.
They're what?
These guys are pilots, as in they're flying.
Yeah,
So
they're flying. They're aircraft pilots. Sorry, biplane pilots.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna battle roll to get a heroic intervention for our team.
Cool.
I guess does anyone get to oppose me since I'm last, or is
No,
it
this is
just-
what you're doing with your turn. You're trying to get your own individual opportunity.
Okay, so now I just need a success on a battle roll, then, correct?
Correct. And there's nobody left to oppose you if you got one.
Well, I certainly got one. So
Okay.
give me my white token right now.
You need success with a raise to get
What?
heroic opportunity, to have a chance at heroic opportunity. You need to roll a 12 or better to get a 100% chance of a heroic opportunity.
What you were thinking of, and I think he didn't understand the rule, was he wants to block these guys from doing something, from doing theirs, is what you're trying to get at.
Well,
That's a different option.
Well, these guys are technically not here. They didn't block because you didn't remove this. So
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and clarify that. So can I use these guys to block these infantry with the battle roll? Not actually using a token, but I'm commanding my soldiers to block this guy's...
Is that not what the battle roll is doing?
This. Right.
So
that's... So...
Oh, can you block after someone else is blocked?
That's actually an interesting question. I hadn't thought about that. I suppose you probably could.
They failed to block.
Yeah, they
them,
failed
so
on
now-
their own leadership, but maybe the commander can actually give them a second chance if you want. I think that's an interesting mechanic. Let's do that.
You guys don't let me big brain enough.
I'm trying to understand what you're trying to do. And
I have
it's
so
like,
many
I get it.
wrinkles right now.
There you go. Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea.
I'm literally a prune. I mean, if you think it's too complex, then whatever. I'll just
Nah, that sounds right to me, honestly.
I'll just call it as it is.
Like, if someone else fails to block, can you block now too? Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah,
You can't block, but you can't block all the heroic opportunities.
I mean, it would be obviously specific to... It takes his action, and it would obviously be specific to the battle skill. So, yeah, I see that. That could work.
I mean, I've already rolled the 7, so I mean, I don't know if you're wanting to apply that towards somebody else to roll.
Well,
or their
then what you're doing,
success,
essentially...
or-
So we have to iron this out right now. So essentially what that means is that your battle roll is really null and void. You're giving them an extra chance to oppose. Now, however, actually, what would make this more interesting is make this a normal battle roll where you're trying to support. Right? So they'll get a +1 to their attempt to actually go and block these guys on the
they already have
opposed
two
roll.
with the Joker.
Right. So it's,
Oh, are we going to take the old stat, or do they roll a new stat now?
no, they're going to re-roll. This is
Okay.
causing a re-roll.
Okay, that's fine.
I can picture it. It's like you see them up there. They're trying to stop the EIA from making a move, and they're not doing too good. And you get in there, and you're like, "Hey, get that guy on the left."
All right, you're
Hey,
going to let it ride on
you
the 7?
stop sucking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna
Okay.
blow bennies. Not yet,
That's
anyway.
fine. All right, let's see here. So let's go. Trying to block them. We'll start with Commando Corps. They're going to roll shooting +3. That's a 13.
Hey.
Ah, shit, I didn't mean to close that.
Poor X must have so much shit open right now.
I have 12 tabs open right now in 3 different programs.
Oh
And
my.
then I have notes sitting by my desk. It's actually kind of hilarious.
Just
Okay.
wing it.
Um,
Can't hurt.
You need OneNote.
yeah, maybe. I just found out about it from Hawk last
Yeah.
fucking...
I was actually
week.
looking at it the other day, and I'm like, "Yo, I gotta check to see if my mom still has her subscription to fucking 365."
Okay, and that's success of the raise. That will negate that point.
There we go.
Back in the bin. Okay, that leaves 1 heroic opportunity for each side. All right, let's see here. Let me look at my notes. Back over to the fucking document. You were using fighting, right, Phoenix?
That is correct.
Okay. I kind of want to do this one. Nah, I'm just gonna do this one. All right. The last stand of the control point at the top of the tower is being held similarly to how you first went in through the first set of stairs to go in. You have an opportunity to demoralize everybody on the deck. You can see the fire coming up, and you estimate that most of it's low caliber by the sound of it. If you stand up there and essentially, if you're able to withstand damage from multiple attackers throughout the round and not get like murdered,
Yeah.
it will demoralize everybody in the room, giving them a -4 when I make an opposed battle roll between the soldiers trying to take the cap point. Basically, effectively making them throw their weapons down. This is called demoralizing display.
Yelling "Witness me" is, of course, mandatory.
Oh. All right, yeah, let's do it. What do I? Is there anything?
I'm just
actively
going
that
to
I
take
have
some
to do?
shots at you. Nope, I'm just going to
Okay.
take shots at your armor. You're just hoping that you can either you have enough armor to not take damage, or you can soak your way through it and remain standing at the end. This is
let's give it a shot.
this is straight up a masochistic fucking event. So
Break yourselves upon my armor that we looted from some random fuck.
all right, you walk to the head of the stairs and start slowly like ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Your foot falls on the corrugated steel as you make your way up into the like multi-calibered fucking barrage of gunfire. Immediately, rounds begin skipping off of your helmet and around your visor. And you kind of squint as you can see like the entire like command center at the top filling with like gun smoke because the windows aren't open up here. Walking into this area, you look around and you can see a bunch of like fire going on, and right behind you, about 5 feet behind you, stacked up, is the commando corps, and they're standing there with 4 guys with SMGs that are about to bust into the room and start dealing with these guys. But right now, you're the focus of attention. So, that being said, you are getting hit because of the amount of shit that's going on. What's your total toughness with your armor?
16.
16. Hell yeah! All right.
You are a beefy boy.
Let's go.
Well, that's what this heavy armor is for, so I can do shit like this. Yes. Let's hope I don't die.
I hope you don't die also.
I've got the sound clip waiting. You better not get hit.
1 second. Okay. 16, that's going to pen. It's not enough to damage, though, I don't think. All right, now for the big guns.
Oh no.
Waiting. I need to make sure he lives. Oh no.
Okay, that penetrates by 2. That'll be a shake. There's no bonus damage in any of this, just so you know.
Okay.
That's good.
So you're considered shaken right now. And let's see, I did 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay, that was a lot of rolls. Now for the 20 mil.
Oh no.
I'm not even saying no, don't do it. I'm just like, oh, of course this is what's gonna happen to me.
This is how I died.
Well, if he fucking dies, he better yell out, "Can you dig it?" while he does.
AP 4. Wow, that's not enough to damage you. All right. You have won. That provokes an immediate battle roll from the commanders of the GNA, who are going to get a +4 bonus against the commander in this room to try and take the bridge.
I don't know if that's good or not.
He set up
Holy
a
shit.
fucking 20 mil in the fucking bridge.
Did that play or did that not? My whole team speak lagged.
No, he didn't die. He's fine.
No, did my sound clip play?
No, you didn't.
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
Literally him walking up the stairs.
Do it.
Oh, we heard that. Yeah.
Oh.
You know,
All right,
there's
so
lots of
let's
things
start
you
with
expect in war, but what they don't prepare you for is the incessant use of Fortunate Son. My penis would even play Fortunate Son while I was visiting a whorehouse.
Battle roll. Let's see that big number now.
All right, with success with the raid, is the bridge is yours on that heroic opportunity. Excellent.
Okay, so the one that met my toughness, you said that would pen.
You're
so does
considered
that count?
you're considered shaken.
Okay, so that's one shake, and then the second one was another shake. So is it, or does that count as a wound or no?
Yeah, you would have to soak.
Okay. All right, so let me roll to soak. Well, because rolling to soak is like the instant that you take damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is all going down at the end of it. So this is before the GNA have actually rushed up.
You choose which attack you do it. Oh, you're fine.
That's
Okay, all
that's
right,
enough
so-
for one. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
You're
So
technically, yeah, you just got out of it, I think. All right.
Okay, so like narratively, like after these guys, right? Like when this happens and all these dudes bust in and they secure the control room, like I'm standing there with like that big sharp claw of a hand like up against the wall, and like my head is just down, and I'm like trying with the other hand, I like am trying to pull up the face mask so I can breathe.
You hear the staccato of Modelo 18 fire coming from around the room as you're like trying to suck air. Your lungs kind of sting for a moment. There's so much gun smoke in this fucking up on this deck that it's hard to get like a decent breath. As you turn around and you stop feeling your body is buzzing, but you stop feeling bullets hitting the armor. You turn around and you see one of the where is he? Okay, mechanized. Let's see here. You see Premier Sergeant Cohen Mark come walking up behind you, gun kind of like checking the area. He says, "Fan out, lads. Make sure nobody's looking around." He walks over to you and like slaps you on the armor.
Right on the army.
Holy, huh?
Right on the army.
Right on the armor. He says, "Holy shit, Vought. You're a madman."
What happened?
You hear a couple of people cheer in the back of the room as they're like coming up the stairs.
Yeah, I'm so shell-shocked. I'm just like, huh? What?
A couple
What
more
happened?
people like walk past and like pat you on the shoulder, like more of like the bolsterous like, you know, punch into the shoulder plate as they walk past. You hear one guy say, "Fuck, look at all the casings."
I'm just imagining half of a fucking room of Russians trying to reload. This group of fucking commandos just lazily walking in is like, all right, just put them down, you idiots.
All right, back over to tabletop. All right, we have a heroic opportunity for the pilots. The pilots this opportunity. Let's see if they make their heroic opportunity.
They failed miserably, clashed into the side of the Zeppelin.
That's not good for us, Dante. We on that.
No, it's filled with It's filled with
Group check is a
non-flammable
pass.
helium.
And shooting is enough. All right. So their hazard that they're putting on the battlefield for you guys for this thing is they're setting up heavy fire on the main deck that's going to the second control point for the next round. So that will be a battlefield hazard that as you guys cross, you're going to have to deal with, and potentially could hurt some of your men. That ends the round. Let me look at attrition here. Let's see, got one heroic opportunity. You shut down the other one. Here. Battlefield casualties this round.
Oof.
Oh, by
Hold
the way,
on.
soaking takes up a penny. In case you didn't know.
Oh, and if you got a heroic opportunity and succeeded, you get a Benny.
Okay. But yeah, so it cancels out.
Yeah,
can use
yeah,
your own.
cancels
Yeah.
out.
Nice.
All right, so 9 of your men are considered wounded. They are combat ineffective. They're not dead. Let me check. I got another roll real quick. Nope, didn't mean that to explode.
Boom. Headshot.
Forget you gotta fucking do that. Okay, actually you have one casualty. The casualty is in. Let me mark this on my thing. The fatality is in. Let's see. It is in second squad. Premier Sergeant Derek Lieber's group. And let's see. Roll a die.
No, not one of the assistant machine gunners. No!
Just had to say something.
So many goddamn tabs.
Ammo baby is now hurting.
One of the 3 ammo babies.
Yep, one of your ammo babies is wounded. I'm sorry, not wounded, but killed in action.
Fucking war.
That's it.
All right.
Resurrection. I'm using 3,000 or 300 gold worth of diamond.
But you only brought cubic zirconia.
Real talk, even magic was an option in Exorcism right now, I would never take that fucking spell. It's so shit.
I don't think I'd run a magic game in this system. I don't know, I haven't read it well enough, but...
Resurrection. Yeah, you can bring a guy back after 6 hours of chanting at -8.
Okay, and everything. We're almost ready for the rolls. You guys did all right this round. All right, Hawk, you're going to roll in the next battle roll off for the next round. You're going to be rolling with a +1, sorry. They got their heroic opportunity off as well.
Yay! That's an 8. Do I go for big? Do I go for the Chad roll here? Am ahead.
Come on, Michigan.
Michigan just lost the other command deck. He's not having a good time.
Clearly. All right, there's a Benny. Reroll. Are you GM Benny?
It's no, it's fucking, that's narrative right there.
That boy's he's panicking. He's panicking.
What do you mean we lost?
Watch me just run him out of bennies and then you guys.
Oh, that'd be
You guys
fantastic.
just fucking run him out of bennies right here, and then he fucking gets tied down and just fucking raped.
In before crit fail.
No, we talked about that
Goddamn.
before session. We're not gonna have those kind of campaigns.
Oh, okay.
Now we're having a no rape. This is a no rape zone.
That's what we call a callback.
All right, this is the last one I'm gonna do for this round.
Only Japanese fondling.
8 tie.
Really, just kick him.
All right, he's gonna keep it where it's at, I guess, this round.
Dare you, Hawk? I dare you to Benny.
No, I mean we're still ahead. So I mean, as long as we're still pressing the advantage, it's still in our favor.
Yeah, it's helping you out in the bonus, like that you get at the end of the round, that you're still ahead, like in Tides of Battle.
So long as we're ahead, I'm pretty confident to stay where we are. That and I don't want to blow all my bennies hour into
No, that's
session.
smart. Eventually, it is going to come down to you guys actually fighting with your character sets and shit. Yes.
I'm gonna whip it out, compare it to his. Who's bigger? It's the robot. Unexpected.
Where am I
twist.
at? I'm fucking...
Totally expected twist. What are you talking about?
What the hell? Colby's spinning in his grave.
Whoa. Oh, not. This is.
The pull for
want
GNA
it.
is 8.
Are you? Oh, is that to give me or? I guess I'll take the 10.
Well, you better lift the card up with my token on top of it next time.
I think we both tried to grab it at the same time. Boy, you shoot me in a dream, you better wake up and apologize.
In my dream, you were cheating on me. Therefore, we're getting a divorce.
There you go, Phoenix. I got you. I got you, buddy. Let me get rid of those 2 cards also. There you go. I got you. You already struggling with it, just coming over. Like, here, I'll cut your steak for you.
Trying to drag it one card at a time. I don't know why this is so hard.
Thanks, Mom.
All right.
Fucking
Top
cut
of
his
the
steak for
round.
him.
Queen of clubs.
I believe the pilots are first.
Oh,
That
King of
is
Hearts. Yeah, you're right.
correct. They are first.
Pilots are holding action.
Okay, so because these rounds are like 30 minutes and
They're 15 minutes apiece.
15 minutes, could I try to unshake and then act, or would trying to unshake be my act for the round?
You survive through the round. You're not shaken anymore.
You unshake at the beginning of your next turn.
Oh, like automatically? I thought you had
Yeah,
to
you roll the unshake, and you can either
Yeah.
just tough it out with your actual
your
vigor
turn.
die, or you can just spend a many.
Gotcha.
Or both if you fuck up the vigor roll. Hey,
Okay, I'm
You
good.
can now act. You're good.
Yes. Okay, oh, right, yeah, I'm just gonna continue to press tip of the spear, right, with fighting.
All right. So you are currently. Hold on. Before you do that.
Sorry.
You've captured the control point. At the beginning of this turn, everyone essentially who's not essential to like locking this place down, first squad is holding it right now. This is the time where you're going to reallocate like your decisions on where you want people to go. Currently, there is a fight, and if you notice, I put the Jaegers on the field now. They have their own card. They have broken out of the lockdown and are pushing towards the second command point. I do believe that it was what I accidentally cleared the shit that was on this page, but Hawk, it was what you have first and second mechanized going towards the second control point, and then third mechanized going towards the elevators.
I had single going to the bay and doubles going against the baddies on the long bridge.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So the Jaegers on this side have broken free and have actions. They're moving. The biplanes have largely nothing that can damage them. Spoon, you're up with that group as well. And you are assisting in pushing this round, trying to get past. They've got a few Strigoi and Obrotin on there. You can also see that there are men, like, just as you kind of look around, like moving below decks on like the opposite side that are heading like towards the command point on this side. But it looks like they're trying to build a defense around the second control point here. And you're not entirely sure what's going on with the mechs over here. But at the end of this round, the mechs, the one squad, I think third squad of mechanized cavalry, should be arriving at the elevators down over there. So it's up to you if you want to keep with this attack plan or if you want to change it up, Hawk. But your guys kind of know what's going on.
Okay, they're in motion. I'm gonna keep them rolling. I have to keep them moving because that's where they have their best.
Lieutenant Van Brommer, your platoon leader, says that he's taking men and he's pushing now down into the superstructure because it's not just a control tower that goes up here. There are multiple avenues to go down, and then he tells you that there are essentially like quarters and stuff down there. There's supply rooms and stuff that they're going to have to sweep and clear, like in close, like brutal hand-to-hand combat. But they're expecting a counterattack from below decks, as it's probably the best avenue of attack. Spoon, in this round, you can see Shriver, who is engaging biplanes. The unique ability of the Dragonfly to essentially stall hover is giving her a huge battle a huge advantage in the term fight, and she's literally chasing them down with a submachine gun.
Can I start recording this?
Do you have a video recorder?
No. I have an audio recorder.
Audio recording, but audio recording is just going to be a shit ton of gunfire and the sound of your mech on the inside.
Yes, the sounds that keep my character awake at night.
Yes. That said, let me go back on over to. All right, so King of Hearts. Pilots are holding their action this round. Queen of Clubs. That is you, Mr. Vaught.
Let's see. Okay, so I guess what I will do is I'm gonna hold for command from Axel or somebody higher in the chain.
Okay. So you're holding. We'll flip you so that we know that you're holding.
Prasic, 10 of clubs.
Yep, 10 of clubs is Dr. Prasic.
All right, is that elevator still like I'm still have to lock down this elevator against that other guy to make sure that he doesn't bring it down? Actually, no, we have our fucking Jaegers in position now, right?
Yeah, they're going to be there at the end of this round. So worst case scenario, they have to fight like one elevator load of mechs rather than the last two fucking rounds of
worth.
it.
All right, yeah, I'm going to go upstairs now instead, and I'm going to roll notice to see in the bridge if there's anything else that might be useful up there.
Okay. Let's get a notice roll. Let me get back over to fucking roll 20. Okay, that's not enough for a heroic opportunity. Are you going to try and Benny it? That's basic success. It's not a fail, so it still adds to Tides of Battle.
Let's try a Benny real quick, because I have 4 of them. Might as well. Wow, that was even worse.
Don't worry, Dante. We're just getting the shit pennies out of the way.
All right, that's good. Fine.
Okay, you got a success.
Success, yeah.
Damn, I was hoping to see one of those
huge numbers.
No, there's some pretty cool like notice based stuff. Anyways,
thanks for letting us down, Dante.
Yep. A loser.
Damn.
What
That's cold.
All right, so let's see here. On to they're holding also 9 of diamonds. That's gonna be you, Spoon.
Yep. Let's get something cinematic in here. I'm gonna try doing a piloting roll to like try and swat one of the fucking pilots out of the air. Or something.
Okay. You're gonna make a piloting roll, see what kind of opportunities happen this round. Let's see it. Okay, that's a success. Remember also, you get a Benny from succeeding in these also. Okay, that gives you a chance. Let's see, 70% up, and you've got it. There it is. All right. Heroic opportunity for you. Yep, go ahead and throw that on him. Spoon, your turn is over till the end of the round. Let's see here. All right, 9 of Hearts, Edgevin Axel.
Oh, boy. Okay, so I'm sitting here at the command bridge. They're going below.
First squad is at least, unless you want to have them go somewhere else, but they're expecting counterattack from below decks.
Well, I have all 3 squads here with me, don't I?
Correct.
If I remember correct. So
yeah, 2 and 3 are on the perimeter. 1 pushed in and helped clear the first tower.
Okay, so I know.
And at the beginning of the round, you had messengers from 2 and 3 tell you about their casualty report. You've
I
got
think
9 wounded soldiers.
I'm gonna do a healing roll.
Okay,
try to
you're gonna
get my
try
guys
and
back up.
get those 9 dudes back on their feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let me do that. I think that's a sound move. I do have my medical bag, so I'll get the. Ooh. I
Yeah, you
really
don't have Spoon
need-
with you either.
Yeah.
Mine's only to stabilize the dying.
You can, you can risk taking them back to the hospital, but remember the pilot set up a heavy fire hazard on the battlefield.
No, I think I'm gonna Benny and try to get this.
Okay.
Having my full squad would be worth. Hey, thanks, Roll20. I love you too. Piece of trash, garbage, Zion, pseudo random trash. All right,
All
I'm
right,
done.
so let's see.
Swapped my numbers, and that's a load of. That's doo-doo caca right there.
Doodle doodle pee pee. Pee poo poo poo. All right, so those guys will remain injured for the time being. They're being collected at the base of the tower and being ready to move once it's safe to like get them back to the
So
Si Senora. Thank you, Jesus.
technically, I'm a success, but I don't get the
Yeah,
raise,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah, you
do
have
I
4
need-
rounds for to get successful rolls on them.
do
Golden
I
hour.
need to get the +1 to be able to bring them back?
No.
Because this isn't a heroic intervention. This is
No. Yeah, you need to get basically 8 is what you were looking for, and you would have essentially rolled a dice to see how many you got up.
Oh, okay. So
That die would, of course, be
I
based on
technically am heroically intervening for
Yeah.
simplicity's sake. Okay.
All right. Okay, let's see here. Where am I at? So that's your turn. All right, GNA Militia is on that. Spades is before. Okay, so let's see what the commandos do. You have no further orders for them? Just hold what they're doing?
Looking out across the command bridge, there's no actual troops running back across anymore, are there? Like we've already neutralized
Most of them
that
are staying
first-
off the decks. Yeah, the infantry are staying off the decks. There's mechs on the decks, and there's biplanes strafing the decks. Like, essentially, it seems like the infantry are going to be best used getting them below decks.
Yeah, let's send this. Let's send another squad down as well.
Although, I mean, it is possible for you to like have them just like try and fucking Commander Spears it and run across the
No.
decks. They would make it a lot faster over to the other command point if you have them running out in the open. But of course, that's fucking very dangerous.
No, I'm not gonna risk them. Let's send 2 squads underneath to do a full clear of everything on this side, and then we'll worry about the next side later.
So you're going to keep the 3rd Infantry up
3rd
top?
infantry on pulling security. In the 1
Security
and 2.
for the Si Senora?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, 1 and 2 are going down below decks.
Sorry, Charlie Squad, you get the crap end of the stick.
Now, what is their order to push? Looking back at the roll 20, do you want them to push towards like 1 or 2 of the other objectives? Do you want them to split up?
I mean,
Perhaps?
if they can take the underbelly of this side of the ship and head towards that docking hangar, and
This one here?
yeah, and like clear the way through there, that's probably one of the most optimal things to do. However, I might need to send Vought with him as well, because Space Marines.
Space Marines.
Yeah.
Multiple simultaneous deep strikes.
Let me send them both first to clear the. I'll start them out since it's 15-minute intervals. First thing will be clear everything below this command bridge, and then we'll fan out on the next 15. So I want to ensure that there's nothing going to be able to ambush us in the next 15.
Okay. Gotcha. So they're pushing down and getting ready to start a spearhead operation towards the other set of hangars.
Yeah.
Okay, so does it matter whether I'm with the first or the second squad, or
Not in my book, it don't. They're doing the same thing.
Okay.
So.
No, they're you're basically filling in the gaps in between them. This is
I-
literally you guys are down below decks on an aircraft carrier, fighting through hangars and supply decks and shit like that as you're clearing your way towards the other side.
no, specifically, I guess my question was more along the lines of like, if one squad had more casualties than the other, then I would probably be a bigger benefit to the one that's down people.
Well,
Or do they have the same number?
They're basically moving together, so you
Okay.
can kind of lend aid to either side. That said, let's get their rolls. They're going to push forward. Four, that's a success. Didn't get a heroic success. All right, let's see here.
Should I keep my existing roll, or do you want me to roll again?
What is your roll for?
So this was my roll for fighting before I said I was going to hold my action.
Oh, no. You can re-roll that. I told you to
Okay.
hold on while you were rolling it.
For sure. I'm going to Benny that.
Okay.
There we go. So that's a success with a raise.
Okay.
That's the kind of bullshit OP luck we're looking for.
Do you want increased chance or decreased chance of heroic opportunity?
We're going to roll the life dice and see what happens. So let's increase chance. Yeah.
Okay. 60 or above. There it is.
Woo!
Give that man a white pip.
Look at me. I'm the general now.
I mean, you're just basically being Master Chief as you're like smashing your way through the decks,
Yeah, pretty
Like-
much.
ripping people's heads off and shit with your motorized arm.
It's not very Master Chief like.
Super
No,
Master
it's
Chief.
definitely more Doom guy type of
Yeah.
situation. Rip and tear.
Yeah, I forgot Master Chief is a big old pussy.
I imagine your greatest
Gotta-
opponent right now is trying not to smack your head on the fucking bulkheads.
What?
Okay, hold on. That was
Well,
kind
he
of
described it like an aircraft carrier, right? Fucking going around in hallways with low-ass ceilings. I'm just trying to imagine you with that small visor slit, not trying to smash your fucking head in every 3 seconds.
Well, that it helps when you crouch down for the dick punch head smash. So
All right, Johnny
these men
Cage.
pilots are shooting this round. 5. Oh, we'll sit with that. So that's a success. All right, 6 of hearts. Let's see. Infantry is going to return fire against the battle commanders. Let's see here. 5, that's a success. And next up is Spoon at 4 of hearts. Oh, no, that's the Jaegers. I'm sorry. Looking at the wrong thing. Let's see. Jaegers. What the fuck is it? There it is. That's a success. Yeah, I'll leave that there. Oh, I can't do anything about that. They're good boys. All right, and then officers are opposing with battle.
I noticed this, the officers that are opposing with battle. Where the fuck is Michigan? Did he get like an escape pod or something?
I forgot to fucking roll for Michigan.
Just making sure we're being honest.
Oh, I thought he was the goofy looking outfit at the end.
No, that's the officers. Michigan, being a wild card, gets his own roll.
Oh, Mobby. I thought that was the man.
You know what? Here, I'll do this also. What did I roll? Let me see. Yeah, okay, so that's a success also. I'll just make a thing real quick for Michigan. Almost done here.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't actually roll a card for him, but we'll see how he does. So you're done, and then that's a success. He's going to try and up his tide of battle with a heroic opportunity.
On a 7?
No, I'm going to reroll. Yeah, sorry. I'm going to... that's the wrong Benny. I'll use that one. Michigan's down to one Benny left. He's getting rinsed. But let's see. Come on, pull it out, fuckface. Nope. Of course. All right, so he will get a success this round then. All right. Pilots are going to try and block your movement, Spoon.
Okay.
They've been holding for this round. It's going to be an opposed piloting check, your drive versus their piloting. You got
I'm going to reroll that. I'm going to reroll that.
There it is. Okay. Failed to block, you'll get the heroic opportunity. Waste their turn, so they go back right here. And your heroic opportunity was drive, right?
Correct.
And Mr. Dumont, you have done nothing so far this round. Or have you? No, you made a fighting roll, right?
Yeah, I made a fighting roll, got success with a raise, which increased my percentage,
Yeah,
and
and
I
then you
scored a
made-
heroic
yep.
opportunity.
That's right. Okay, let me check my sheet. Do we get a Joker this round at all?
No.
Negative.
So
Okay. All right, brutal stand. You have to fight 2 heavies if you want to keep this opportunity. Hand-to-hand combat.
That's gonna be a slugfest.
When you say 2 heavies, are they other dudes that are just as armored as I am?
They're heavies. They are less armored than you are. However, they also have electroshockers.
Ugh.
That makes me scared.
Yeah, it does
All
make me
3 of you are
scared.
equipped with
Yeah.
electroshockers.
You might be able to get those 2 quick hits and just knock them both done out.
I mean, it's possible. They don't have extra hit points. They're extras. So
I gotta. Oh my god, I'm gonna play my disadvantage or play my hindrance. Let's fucking do it. I'm
you
gonna-
also
do
have
it!
you also have 2 squads worth of guys nearby you. So I mean,
Yeah, no, for sure. But I think that's what makes this heroic opportunity their heroic opportunity is that I'm the one stepping up to both these dudes.
right? I'm just saying, if you get
Yeah.
boinked, there's somebody
Oh,
there
for
to be
sure.
like, "Yo, I got you.
You'll get
Cover
out.
him."
Don't worry.
Like, drag
We can
you
keep
out.
you alive. We can...
okay. So for initiative,
Let's do it.
we are going to let's see. Do I want to pull out another deck to use? That's gonna get confusing.
Choose the same deck.
All right, let's see. Pull a card against the 2 heavies.
This is just initiative, typically, right?
Yep.
Keeps getting through his Joker fishing. Here we go.
All right, these are the 2 heavies right here. 1 and 2. Jack of Spades, 8 of
He got
Diamonds.
his Joker.
He got his fucking Joker. Oh my gosh. All right. So you're gonna be so heroic after all.
Daddy,
You
comment.
gotta risk it to get the biscuit.
Okay, so on
Drawing a
this,
Benny.
Strike first, strike
Are
last.
we considering
Yep,
this
draw your
still an initiative for everybody, or just him?
This is
Benny
him in a
draws.
personal battle. Yeah, you can't affect this. You're not close enough to yell
No,
at
I
him.
want to know if I get free bennies.
Do we get
from
the
this.
bennies? That's what
Or is it just he gets a Benny?
How many Benny? Yeah, fuck it. Take a Benny.
Heck yeah, brothers, get some bennies. It's like going down to the soup shop.
I'm about to spend some bennies. Woo!
Boys, ever seen a man spend all his bennies in one sitting?
You about to?
Yup.
All right, do it, John. Clock these a-holes.
These ruffians.
John, what's up?
Let me match the weapon cheat sheet for the electroshocker real quick to the strength of the heavies. For when that damage comes through.
You got that fury thing, right? Where you can hit 2 people?
I do not.
Oh no!
Okay,
This is the one thing
So,
you need
top
to
of the round.
grab.
You step into a compartment, moving, or rather, you step through a compartment that leads out into a catwalk, and off to your right-hand side, below you, you can see First Squad moving on a catwalk as well. That is like kind of on the outside of the balloon, moving to another part of the superstructure. And you see what looks like a pair of heavies sitting in an overwatch position that they can't see them from. And they're about to do something pretty nasty to First Squad who are crossing this catwalk. You have the opportunity to jump in and intercede. Vaulting over the catwalk, you land in their midst, and you can see that it looks like there's actually a dump switch that is about to dump the First Squad just straight off the side of the blimp. It's initiative. You see one of them go for the dump switch, and the other one turns around with his electroshocker to try and engage you.
Knowing probably full well that they can't understand me, I get over there. I wouldn't do that if I were you. And then I go for the guy that's ready to hit the dump switch. I'm gonna make 2 attacks. One is gonna be for the guy at the dump switch, and the other is gonna be for the guy with the shocker. I'm not doing any called shots. I'm just trying to hit him.
Just trying to hit him.
Some damage.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So these two are teamed up.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh, cool. They only have block and improved block, so that's team or gang up against them. Okay, so they're parries. Let's see here. All right, so the parry on these guys is 8. Oh, I'm sorry, 10 is current.
Oh wow, good for them.
I mean, that's what they do.
No, for sure. That's why I said good for them. All right. So yeah, I'm go for the first guy.
Oh,
That's a
that's
20.
definitely that's a hit with a raise.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, and my second attack
Is on a different guy, right? Or
is on a different guy. Yep, it's a different
okay,
dude. So
you wheel to hit the other guy.
right, and that's at a it's -2, right, for the second attack.
Yeah, if you don't have a thing that gives you 2 attacks.
Correct.
All right. It's gonna hit also.
Okay, so that's 8. Yeah, it's 20 and 11.
20 and 11. Okay, so hit with bonus damage on the first target, the guy at the dump switch, and the other combatant who's trying to hit you with the electroshocker is going to be just a regular hit, no extra damage. Let's start out. The toughness on these partially armored heavies is 11. That's what you're looking at. They don't have quite the heavy armor that you do.
Okay. I get a bonus to damage. Is that right?
Aren't you trying to use the electroshocker?
No, I'm just punching. That's what I'm doing. I'm not trying to shock him. I'm trying to deck him.
Okay.
No, I mean I said what I said.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Bye, first squad.
Let me Benny my first roll of damage. Actually, no, that would have been enough to damage them. You said it's 11, right?
Yeah, 11 is the total. Oh, and you got
So-
bonus damage, so that's enough to
Right.
shake him. It's not enough to wound him.
Right. So I'm gonna. I already spent my Benny. Let me. Oh my god, ridiculous.
Not in our favor tonight.
Nope.
It's not in my favor either, so. I guess
All
it's
right,
all
so-
shaken out, huh?
Right. So the first guy is shaken.
That'll be a shake. Hopefully he doesn't shake it off. We'll see. You're attacking against the second guy.
Yep.
11, no bonus damage.
Yep. Get the fuck
That
out
is
of
not
here.
enough.
Ridiculous. Yeah, what the hell? I'll Benny that damage too.
Pow!
There we go. So that's 12, right? Because I get +2 damage.
Oh, from the Joker? Okay, so that will be a stun or a. What's it called? A shake on both characters. It goes to their turn. On Jack of Clubs, the guy with the dub switch, he is going to roll to unshake. He can now act. He's going to throw the dump switch. Let's see here, first squad. GNA Commandos. Make an athletics roll. Group check, that's a success, okay. So it's only going to get some of their soldiers. I'll roll for that in a minute. The second heavy, god damn it, is coming at you with the electroshocker. What's your parry?
9.
I'm gonna let that be. Okay. And the guy with the 8. Oh, he's the one that swung at you, actually. That's those turns. Draw the cards. Let's see. What do you recall? There was a button for recall. I always forget it. To recall all the cards?
Do not
Is
know
it,
Yeah, like how did you do that?
Is it
I just did a drag and drop and then hit the G key to group them all up.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. And go ahead and grab a card. Let's see. And 4. All right. Hearts is before. All right. Do this real quick. Now they're both going to attack you this round. On their declaration, you go first. Oh, the second guy. Hold on. I forgot to roll unshake for him before I roll his attack roll. We'll see if he's still shaken or not. Yep, he's good.
All right, there you go. All right,
you're first.
You said they're partially armored. Where are they not armored?
They've got basically full body armor, is what I mean. But it's I should say
okay.
they're not wearing as much armor as yours. Theirs is partially leather,
Gotcha.
you know, like composite, like body armor.
Okay, now you said that we're up on like a catwalk, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and get one of these dudes out of the fight as quick as I can. So I'm gonna take 2 attacks on just one of the guys.
Okay.
And in doing that, I'm hoping that I can like yeet this guy over one of the sides.
Okay.
With my fighting
Spoon,
attack.
would you look up grappling, please?
All right.
I think it's an opposed athletics check, if I'm not mistaken. It's like fighting, then athletics, or some shit like that. All right, so you're gonna try and grapple a dude and throw him over?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Both of them are gonna be taking swings on you with the electroshocker.
Opposed roll between attacker and defender's athletics. If the attacker wins, the foe is entangled with a raise. He's bound. Gang up bonuses apply when grappling against.
All right, they're gonna have a +1 against you for
Yeah,
gang up bonus.
I'm not gonna do that. I have better chance if I just try and punch him in the face.
Okay.
There you go. First attack. So that's yep.
That beats
11.
their 10 parry for the first guy. Okay, and see if your second attack is a hit.
Yep. Second attack -2.
Ooh, okay.
There we go.
Bonus damage. All right. And so that was all on the same guy, right?
Yeah, that was on the same guy.
All right. So let's get damage on the first roll. Fuck's sake, get him out of here. Nice. Okay. They are not wild cards. They cannot soak. That guy is he's out. Second damage roll.
Got him on that one. There ain't no soaking it.
The
Fucking 42. You get another one for that.
wow.
Vaporized, dude.
Yeah. So, tell me what you do to this guy. The first guy you give a right cross to, and it just fucking like crunches his jaw, and he collapses like to the side of the catwalk. The second guy walks up, and then you do what?
So the second guy walks up, and I actually draw back the powered arm, and I actually like shove it like a knife hand like straight into his throat, like, and
Okay.
actually go past, essentially decapitating him.
Okay. You hear the like hydraulic whine and the sound of the gears as well as the diesel power as you like raise up that knife hand, and then just like butter, you just like dive your like sharpened fingers straight into his fucking neck, and his head goes tumbling over the side. Below you, you can see First Squad. They are struggling. Like there are guys hanging off the catwalk that's like essentially been dumped. Imagine the end of Indiana Jones Temple of Doom when they cut the bridge. There's a couple of people like trying to climb up. Let's see. Out of the people in First Squad, how many people? Let's see. I'm going to say possibility of 6 went down. We'll roll a d6 and see how bad it is. Should I be a fuckhead and make this explode? Let's see what happens if it explodes. Oh, motherfuck. All right. One guy is dead from First Squad, and let's see.
Parker, get down.
One of your grenadiers. Let me mark him off.
It all comes out. It all comes out in the wash.
Okay, one of Sergeant Mark's men goes screaming down. You see him like bounce off the side of the balloon and hit some of the superstructure on the way down. You see his legs in some like ragdoll position, bent backwards as he just goes like tumbling down into the borough of Illicoven below. All right, that's that for your heroic opportunity. That is a success.
Talk about vaporizing somebody.
Right. All right, back over here. Let's see. What's going on? Spoon's got one, right? And you rolled a contested roll with the pilots?
Yep.
How did that go? I forgot. All right.
I had success with the raids.
Oh, right. They failed to block. That's right. Okay, so you are going to get a piloting based or a driving base. Okay, let's see which one of these. And what were you saying you were trying to do? With
Oh,
your
I was basically
action?
saying, like, let's try getting some cinematic in here. Trying to like swat a fucking like glider out of the air or something because it's being a heinous piece
Okay.
of shit and strafing us.
All right, so this one sounds like it would fit. It's called Going Down.
Oh, good.
You have the opportunity to you see what looks like a let's see, this is against the pilots, so all right, you see what looks like a pilot that is like essentially coming from below off one of the sides. You have the opportunity to make a piloting roll to jump onto his biplane, which is going to damn near halt his like any progress as he's trying to go up. He's trying to take a shot at Shriver. In the process of that, you have the opportunity to grab onto another pilot and or another biplane and basically smash two of them together.
That sounds fucking badass. Let's do it.
All right. So let's see. First, contested piloting roll against the first pilot as you jump out over the edge of the over the edge of the Mega Zeppelin. We put dice roller away and the heavies, and let's go with the pilots.
The fucking pilot rolls like 21, and I'm just sitting there, like, okay, bye.
Bye bye. Oh Jesus, of course.
Oh no.
Okay. So you jump out and you grab onto the side of this biplane that's coming up. It's got a tremendous amount of energy, but like it stops like almost completely in the air, but it's enough to lift you high enough, at probably another 15 feet, high enough to catch onto the bottom side of another biplane that's coming past. I need you to make a piloting roll, which counts as fighting in this.
Sure.
And let me see what the parry of this is going to be. Okay, plus half the driving skill. Seven is enough to hit the parry of the pilot. Okay. You can now roll hand-to-hand damage against these biplanes.
So for clarification, I'm doing this in my mech,
Yes.
right? Okay, let's see, Jaeger mech hand.
You now have, you basically have a biplane in each hand as you come like back down to the ground, as you're still falling back down to the tarmac.
Alright, let me just make D12 plus 2 fucking hand-to-hand right now.
Yeah, it would be for damage. How's it coming?
That's what I got.
Oh! I'm sitting there looking at the thing and I had it scrolled up and it wasn't updating. Okay, 6 damage. Let's see. Biplanes. Okay, that is not enough to deal damage to a biplane.
Shouldn't they also be taking collision damage?
Oh, that's what I'm going to get to in a second here.
Okay.
I'm going to give them a -3 to a piloting roll to avoid basically being slammed straight into the deck.
Could I re-roll damage, though? Just with me?
Absolutely. 13. That's enough to deal damage. Okay. All right. Do you want to roll on the second plane?
Sure.
Okay, not quite enough. You jump up and you grab the one and the second one in the air after you get the like lift boost from the one that's coming up over the edge of the tarmac. And you grab onto the second one. The first one, you just rip a huge chunk out of like the fuselage as it's coming by, and you can see it like begin like trying to maneuver as it like pulls away from you. The second one you bring back down to the tarmac with you, it being a mostly paper and wood plane from, or like cloth and wood from back in the day, you know. You're now basically coming down with the pilot, or I should say the second biplane, and he's going to try to maneuver to not go straight into the deck as you're like bringing him straight down into it. He will make a roll at a -1 because his vehicle is damaged, and -3 because he's got your mech hanging off the side of his biplane. So let's see here. Total -4. Okay.
Oh.
All right. He is somehow going to pull out of it, and it is wounded. You see the plane, it looks like it's going down, but it's probably going to end up somewhere down in like below. The other plane that is also messed up makes his piloting roll. At a -3, that is not a success. The one that you see like went up that you originally took up into the air now goes careening off to the side, and it's just sucking wind in through this like side that you, or this hole that you ripped in the side of the fuselage, and you see it immediately begin spinning in the air and going down in between the two halves of the Megazeppelin.
Can I point at the one that just barely somehow got away and curse at him in Russian? Or taunt him,
Absolutely.
basically?
You don't gotta ask me.
Бегите, куда хотите, волчонки, охотник вас найдет.
Would anyone like that in Russian or English?
Gave me
Yeah.
a Russian. I was gonna say okay.
Run wherever you will, little wolves. The hunter will find you.
Very nice. That's a success. Go ahead and take your benefit for the successful win. Also, Vought, I don't know if you took one for your successful
I
heroic
did
opportunity.
not. I will do that now.
All right, that's the end of that round. You have 4 successes against their 4 successes, and you have 2 heroic opportunities, which gives +4 to the tide. So you're still up. Mishkin can try to give you an advantage, but this round, or I should say next battle round, Captain Axel, you will be rolling at a +2.
Woo! Here we go! Whoa!
All right, so after that 15 minutes is up, you've got guys that are working. And before I roll for what's his name, let's make sure everybody knows what's going on here. Back on the deck, if you're looking back at roll 20, your men, first squad and second squad, have pushed up by the end of this to the halfway point of this deck. Your squad of Jaegers is moved up. They're starting their fight over here. Your third squad of mechanized cavalry are starting their fight at the top by the elevators, fighting one group of 2 Sinigoi, 1 Obrotin. So they're actually kind of outgunned in that area until hopefully the infantry might be able to come up from behind. It's because it's 3v3 and they've got bigger mechs. Over on this side, you have the... or excuse me, it's 4 on your side versus 3 of them. They're still using cover to try and end their speed to outmaneuver these things, but it's difficult on a tarmac. Out here, the first and second mechanized cavalry are on top of the tarmac, and they're about to make their push this round to try and secure the outside of the second control tower. Meanwhile, your third infantry of the commando corps is still back here at triage. The 9 men who were wounded in the last turn are being brought out to the C Senorita for triage. Because there's a battlefield hazard, I'm going to make a roll and see if any of them are killed on their way, because heavy fire was the condition last round. I'm going to make a roll and see if any of the guys get killed at the end before I do my rolls for reinforcement and for casualties.
Okay.
Okay. They managed to avoid, there's apparently too few of them, and they managed to avoid the majority of the sweeping fire on the deck. Your 9 men get back to the medical clinic inside the C Senora and are going to be worked on. Now I'm going to roll for additional casualties. Wow, look at that. Okay, so you have 1 more casualty, and let me check here.
Rotterdam's best and brightest.
Are the elite.
All right, messengers come in as you're about to make your battle roll and let you know that you are up to... you have 10 people wounded intermixed throughout squads 1 and 3 of your infantry, commando corps. You have 2 fatalities in the commando corps. Your Jaegers are still doing good. However, there is a call for engineers on from Mechanized 2. Mechanized 2 has 2 wounded units and needs engineers. Try and get over there as quick as possible to try and swap out some bad parts. So that's what your contact report is for in between this round. Do with it what you may.
I want to let everybody just die.
Okay, they all jump off the ship.
I sent up a signal flare to say we succeeded.
Nice.
I've been working for the Russians the whole time. I'm the big bad.
Oh shit.
Fuck you, that's my plot twist.
I got it first. Loser get wrecked.
His name was Dr. Edgevin Alexel.
Oh no. Well, I rolled a.
Yeah. Sorry.
I rolled a 12 for battle, so.
Michigan. Oh yeah, you're +2. Gotcha. Michigan still gets no bonuses. Michigan.
Go fuck himself. Me and my homies hate
Seems
Michigan.
like it. He's a 10. Fuck. I'll try and GM Benny that bitch. I'm hoping that he'll like blow you out here and shift the battle, so shit can start going sideways. But it don't always be that way.
But it do.
12. Ah shit.
Me and my homies hate Michigan.
Basically tied up.
He doesn't beat me. Or tied.
No,
so.
no, it's still not enough to beat him by a fucking.
I'm still
Because
ahead.
of his +2, yeah. The +2 from all of the wins that you guys got in the tide of battle is what kept you from getting a. What's up?
15?
Yeah, 15.
He
He's
needs
got a
16
12
to beat me.
Yeah, he's got a 12 because he got a +2 from tide of battle.
Oh, because he's not
you rolled a 10.
winning by a raise. Like,
Right.
he got
Yeah,
a
you
higher
gotta get a
roll,
raise
but
to
it's not
win.
beating by 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'd have to get a 16.
Mhm.
And then he would have evened up the battle. Meaning that your casualty dice would have gone up 1 type.
Oof.
Yeah. All right, so it is the beginning of the battle. Let's get some cards thrown out there. Is this all the cards? Oh, we didn't get a Joker, so we'll keep using them.
Yep, everything but the discard pile.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Draw.
No Joker in the discard pile.
We'll draw for EEIA for you guys first. So I'm gonna put these off to the side. That's gonna be GNA military. Jaegers are right there.
There's the Joker.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for this farm, Jesus.
Thank you for this fucking farm. I'm going to church every fucking Sunday.
Farm.
I go to church every goddamn Sunday. Thank you for this farm.
The king.
And then Tao's hit by a drop pod.
Oh jeez. God, that was always the worst in PlanetSide, getting hit by a fucking drop pod.
That was
During your Liberator farm.
That was the most miserable feeling. Is you're just like, yep, I'm gonna get in the fight now and just like, oh, okay, cool.
Some rando gets a fucking kill because he lands on you. What?
Some fucking vagabond wanders in and just drop pod and fucking commits Sudoku on your ass.
I loved when they died when they hit my Liberator on the way down. And I'm just like, oh, cool, 3 points.
Don't forget to draw your bennies.
Oh yes.
So, okay,
Done
what
and
I'm
done.
getting here is his Joker farm can work against us if he gets it when he's fucking doing heroic action. Work for us if he gets it while he's doing this during the fucking battle phase.
Why is
I mean,
that?
it worked.
I thought.
Well,
you
I mean,
got...
it means that you're the only one that gets the Joker when working against us.
We got bennies from the last time.
No, you guys got
No.
bannings from the last one.
What, did we?
Yeah.
Oh
you
yeah,
did.
I'm up to 5. Never mind. I just put the game.
All right, top of the round. Joker goes to Vought.
I believe the term is wildly audacious.
Okay.
I think that's the pushing forward, wildly audacious.
Unfortunately, you can't push forward wildly audaciously while wearing that armor. You're bottlenecked by the speed of that armor. You're like
perfectly okay with
Jason.
that.
You're like Jason
For
Voorhees.
these, for
You're
sure.
like You're like walking behind the troops, and they're like clearing stuff until they finally get to a point where they can't break, and then they send
Bring up
you
the
in.
tank.
Yep. They're like, send him in.
You boys go ahead, I'll catch up. That's the.
I
for
like
sure.
the idea of them yelling, "Bring up the tank!" and the Russians are in there. Like one Russian looks at the rest of them. They said something about tank. I don't know what they mean. Did they get a tank in here?
I imagine they're like laughing to themselves, like, "Aha, he's not even wielding a gun." And then I just keep trudging forward.
And then they shoot you. We might have some trouble here.
Right. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make my
Hold on
fighting
one
roll.
second.
Yeah.
Today, the gods will decide your fate!
All right. Just getting some notes together real quick. Okay. All right. So you're starting out with. Now I'm on the right tab. What are you gonna do for your action there, Phoenix?
Yeah. So I'm pushing forward with fighting.
All right. It's enough for an attempt.
That is a 10.
Yep, it's still not enough for a guaranteed heroic opportunity.
Correct.
I assume you want to increase your chance, so we're gonna go to 60%, right? Yes.
That is correct.
Okay, 60 up, you get a heroic opportunity. Boom! Look at you, just draking them down.
Boink.
All right, give that man a pip. There you go. All right, following up next, Ace of Spades. That's going to be you, Terminus Zandik.
All right. In keeping with the theme of last round, I'm going to attempt to do some audacious shit by pushing on the diesel mech front.
Excellent. Okay, so that'll be another piloting roll to get into position to do something fucking rad. $10? Well, you got any bonuses?
The +1 from the Jaeger.
Okay, so that's 11. Yeah, not enough for a guarantee, but we got a good shot. I assume you're trying to increase your chance. Of
Yes.
heroic
Show me potato salad.
All right, 60 up. Let's go. Boom! Just barely. Very nice. All
On the
right.
money.
All right, there we go. 4 spoon. Let's get that there. Let's flip these cards. A pip. All right, Dr. Prasik. Wait, hold on. Yep, you're still up ahead. Dr. Prasik, what are you doing this round?
I'm gonna go for that fat notice roll again. Still
All
looking
right.
out over the fucking field, trying to see if there's anything useful. Is there any useful information? Maybe a commander that I can fucking snipe. No, not you don't.
You
fucking
might
send
want
me
to
it.
spend these fucking pennies, dudes. You guys
Yeah,
are
I'm
piling up.
penning it.
And you get them back from actually pulling it off.
I'm gonna spend the next one.
You got to get an 8 or above.
Oh,
There we go.
There it is. Okay. Do you want to increase your chance or decrease
Increase,
your
yeah.
chance?
Go ahead.
I assume. Come on. Fuck. All right. Still a success.
Prasik just isn't getting any chances to shoot a nigga.
That's it.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to throw in another roll. You can spend a Benny to guarantee that or to skip that roll. How's that sound?
Just get it. Yeah, you know what? Fucking, I'll spend the Benny to get it. Let me get it.
Yeah. And then you're basically spending a Betty to risk getting a Betty, or possibly
Yeah,
not.
to fucking even it out. Yeah, sure. Why
Or
not?
to be horribly
That makes it
maimed.
a little more gaming. Yeah, right. All right, so that's notice, and that is. Let's see, Prasik's turn. He's got a pip. Okay, next up is the Jaegers. Jaegers are trying for standard
Spades.
success.
Spades are these guys down here. Them first.
Oh
The
yeah,
diamonds.
right. Sorry, yeah. Jack of Spades. Oh, and then yeah, Diesel Mix. I got you. Okay, so Michigan is going to. Actually, actually.
Cower in his
Shit,
bunker
I'm
and
gonna
crit
order
fail.
these boys. This
Yeah,
fucking shit.
he's gonna roll like fucking ass.
It's starting to feel like the more Russians we kill, the more Russians he has.
Soon he'll be
Well,
left to only
Oh,
the good Russians.
I can't actually make a thing for Vought. Never mind. I was gonna quickly make you an actual game piece, but I don't have the portrait of Vought. Anyways, so I'm not gonna slow down the game too much.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, so Jaegers are gonna make their roll. Let's see here. Group check 7. Nope. All right, but that's still a success. Count it.
They doing their thing.
GNA Commando Corps.
Isn't it Michigan and Diesel pilots first?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've got a bunch of shit going on. I'm forgetting what I'm doing.
Just trying to like.
Yeah, thanks for catching. I appreciate it. Hold on. Michigan. So scratch the piloting roll. That's done. Michigan is going. Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna spend another GM Benny. Try and give him another shot. Because if he's successful on these, he gets wild cards back. Wild card. Nope. Bad day. Alright. I'm just gonna get choked up because I have fucking shitty rolls. That's the way fates be, though. Alright, so Michigan, he's gonna get a general success. We'll add that. Did that in reverse order, but that's fine. GNA, pilots.
They rolled a 7, right?
No, that was for the Jaeger pilots. This is for the EIA pilots, the biplane pilots. General success. Count it. All right. That's them. Let's see here. Commando Corps. Well, let's not turn it over yet. Commando Corps rolls. They're going to push forward shooting. That's actually a fail. That'll be a subtraction of 1. Okay. Seven of clubs is going to be the Strigoi on the mechs. They're going to try and hold the line with firing with their cannons. Eight on a group check. That's good. Fuck. Infantry. Oh, okay, and then Hawks last, so we'll do infantry.
Typical leader, always last.
That's a success. Officer Corps. All right. Well, most of their guys were at least success. And Edgevin Axel as the last of the round.
Well, I guess since I got boys that are wounded, and we've already captured the bridge.
There are tactical advantages you could get, but it's up to you. Yeah, you've got 10 guys that are being worked on right now.
Trying to think of what tactical advantages I can achieve.
Well,
What
it's
all
like the
battle
other
ones do
things.
you have?
Well, I don't want to tell you all of them, but like there's some that involve like flanking or leading by example, traps.
I'm a trap.
Well, you can't.
I'm gonna put on a skirt.
You attempt a heroic opportunity and then you get like a random one. I mean, you are a trap. That's pretty cool. Kind of random.
Okay, let me think here. Can I... The guys at the single Jaeger unit at the inn that we're on, have they already completed their objective?
They're currently engaged, the guys that are over here.
Yes.
Yeah, they're currently engaged with the two Strigoi and the Obertine over there.
Okay. I can't route those.
And they didn't get a heroic opportunity, so they're just succeeding right now and adding to the tide.
Okay. Man, we're just not really knowing. I mean, and then both my squads are still underneath.
Yep.
Fighting. They haven't. Have they? Now, have they achieved their?
You'll know at the end of the round.
Well, that stinks.
This is what you're doing during that time when they're following the orders from the beginning of the round.
Okay. Let me see if I can do a... Let me just, for the time being, let me just do a healing roll. Let me see if I can get some more guys up before they get all the way out and have to back around.
Sure. The people that survive and make it back to the C Senora will be up in 2 rounds. If you make your roll, they'll be up next battle round.
Oh, that's a 13, so...
Okay, so that's good. That's a medical roll. All right, medical heroic opportunities called Get Them on Their Feet. Return to D6 men to combat effective. So go ahead and roll a D6, exploding. You could get all of them up this round.
D6 exploding.
He rolls a 24. He's like, why didn't more men get hurt?
Get up there, you fucking pussies! They're all like, oh yeah, bullets don't hurt.
No.
All right, 4 of the 10 wounded are going to go back next round. So next round you'll be at 6 wounded. They get up and will be shuffling out back to their posts. Or back to their units.
Yeah, okay. I guess that's... Yeah, that's me.
That's you. Okay, heroic opportunities. Mr. Dumont. Oh, Mr. Dumont. God damn it. Mr. Vought.
Yes.
Punch-ageddon has come.
Punch-ageddon. Let's see. Roll here. I don't think you want that one again. Let's see. I guess I'll just pick one. All right. All right. during the middle of a firefight that's going on, what seems to be in a barracks, you and a bunch of guys get stuck into a room, and you guys are going to, well, first of all, you guys all react by pulling out gas masks as you hear the EIA toss, and you see mustard gas canisters come into the room. They basically got you backed up. You can only essentially fall back. But somebody from the back of the first squad is reporting that EIA have come up with flamethrowers through the rear and are attempting to basically either keep you in the gas cloud while they shoot you down in the barracks, or have the flamethrowers come in from the back. There is an opportunity here for you because you have a singular useful item that many of them don't. You have the powered arm. You can attempt to tear your way out, or you can attempt to try and fight either a bunch of EEIA, mixed, including flamethrowers.
So
this is essentially a high attrition,
for sure, yeah, and it's
situation.
Gonna be however long, the longer that it takes me, the more people die.
Yeah.
Okay. So
if you can rip a hole in the wall, all of your men can get through before they can maneuver in your position, and you can essentially strengthen or consolidate the two squads into one.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So that's absolutely what I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna try to go to one of the walls, and try to literally just rip through the bulkhead with the powered arm.
Okay. You have 2 turns before they arrive. You don't need to worry about initiative right now. Just you have 2 actions. You need to get 3 successes on fighting or strength. I think you're probably going to go for fighting, I would assume.
Yeah, fighting, for sure. All right.
But the attrition starts at the end of the second round, so you need to get 3 solid successes here. Oh, yeah, you have a joker.
Yeah, can I... okay, so... You said 3... so it's 3 6. It's gonna be 3 successes no matter. Oh, right, because if I do it faster, it's just
if you get it all in one shot, you just fucking can opener the wall.
Gotcha.
And your guys get out.
Oh yeah.
Was that a good roll?
It was 8.
Okay, that's 1 success.
So that would be a 10. So that's 2 successes.
I'm sorry, I meant you need 3 raises.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay. So I'm gonna let me Benny that bad boy.
Yeah, if it goes into the 3rd round and you still make it, there you go.
So that's 11.
Still not enough.
Okay, so it's still gonna.
If it goes into a 3rd round. No, that was 1 swing because you bennied it, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is it's going to end up being 2 hits because getting a 12 or hitting a 12 is not easy. But
actually, you know what? I don't know why I wrote this way. Give me a second. Okay. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you bore through... Forget the fighting rolls. I don't know why I did this as successes on the fighting roll to get through a wall. Instead, you're going to have to roll damage against the structure of the wall. And you're going to have to penetrate it at least twice in 2 rounds.
Okay.
Okay, the skill...
I'm going to take my Benny back that I spent.
Okay, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. Or you could just keep it off in case you roll a shit on damage.
And I probably will, but at least now I have.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So the strength of the bulkhead is 12. You're gonna need to do above 12 damage on 2 different rolls.
Okay. And there goes that. There goes
that Benny.
There goes that Benny.
Oh no! God. This is where Vought is going to get pooped. Still the first round. I'm making this way harder than it should be.
There it is. Okay, so that's what the fourth hit.
Yeah, that's well. I mean, it's all one hit because you're just re-rolling that one. So that was one swing.
Okay. And there's the second. That's 12.
There it
So
is.
that'll meet. Do I need to go get higher than 12, or is 12 the target?
12 is the target. Yeah, you got to meet or beat.
Okay, cool. So
You're
that
And actually, hold on. You got 12 on this other roll here too. 5 and 7.
no, that I didn't think we could count bonus damage because we weren't rolling. It wasn't like, oh, you're doing it with a raise or whatever.
Oh, I just thought we were because I wasn't rolling at all. I just figured I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Oh no, I mean
It's kind of a
that's
weird request.
Fine.
So.
I just assumed that we weren't doing that. But if that's the case, then yeah, we hit it two hits earlier.
Yeah. All right, so you're through in the first round, or excuse me, the second round. Where is it? Oh no, because you bennied.
Yeah, but I only bennied. Yeah, so actually, let me dump that other. Let me dump that other benny. Oh. Okay.
1, 2, pen, and then a bonus. So you should have only spent 2 bennies there instead of 3.
Well, I started with 4, so I did spend 2.
Oh, okay. All right, so you penetrate after the 14-5 damage.
Okay, cool.
All right, so tearing into the bulkhead, you rip into the bulkhead and like start prying it down with your one hand. You can see like the guys crowding in around you, like telling you to hurry up, and you see what looks like some sort of fucking electrical line get hit, and sparks kind of like shoot out in front of you, but you persist, like prying the door or the wall open. By the start of the second round, you can see the flamethrowers coming up through the decks, and you've got a hole big enough for you to like essentially wedge in and push, and some of the other guys start like peeling as well. And you manage to like pry the wall open, and almost immediately like some of the guys go slipping through, you know, and like as you're continuing to like pry it open so that your armor will fit through. And at the end of the second round, you manage to slip through when the hole is finally big enough and get to the other side. Waiting on the other side is a confused looking half of second squad who have like raised like weapons at you guys, and when they saw your fingers basically cut through, they're like, oh shit, it's him, so they hold fire. But as you like squeeze through, like sweaty, with like sparks flying out of the wall, like conduit like ripped off to the side, as you squeeze through, you can see a line of dudes with submachine guns and rifles, basically making a firing line, like it was like World War or like the Civil War. A couple of guys kneeling down, and you hear one of them say, "Get out of the way, Vought."
Clearing.
You see a group of other guys as you see looking back through the hole. Flames like start to light the barracks that you were in, and it's not as much flame as you would expect, as they're kind of like wondering where the hell all the screaming men are in the middle of this mustard gas nightmare that they've made. And you see them kind of like slowly, or you hear them slowly making into the room, and you can hear them like shouting to each other in Russian. As you do, you can see the front line of guys with the Modelos pulling out hand grenades and pulling the pins and preparing to toss them into the room. And as you see one guy actually make it into the hole and look through the hole as the mustard gas is kind of clearing out, you see one guy turns towards you and he goes, "Blood!" And you see that's when second squad tosses a bunch of hand grenades through the fucking hole. And as they step away, they just start firing rounds back in. This turns into a small engagement that lasts about 2 to 3 minutes as the flamethrower units that were in that room trying to flank on you decide to withdraw, and you manage to kill quite a few of the dudes who tried to gas you out in that room. But they think better of it trying to squeeze through a choke point of that size and move to regroup. All right, that's a success.
Plus respect.
Was that the fucking
Grand
GTA?
Theft
Fucking...
Auto.
San Andreas mission passed. Plus respect.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna take a leak real quick. You said you were going to do a piloting roll, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, some piloting bullshit. All right, let's see. Bring up my notes real quick. All right, I'll be right back.
You know, he's been doing the math backwards
Hmm?
for increased chance. Because he tells you 60%, so you have to have higher than the 60. That's actually 40%.
No, but I don't think you start off with a 50% chance.
Well, no, because if he's saying 60% chance, right, to get yours,
Oh, yes.
you
that
should
is
be getting
right.
lower than 60 to
Right.
get it.
For sure.
We gotta check with him, make sure that that's the case. If not, then it's higher than 60. It's a 40% chance.
I don't know. Dante's kind of sus.
You're
What's
gonna
up,
shoot me-
Dante?
you're gonna shoot me out the window.
What the hell?
So wait, did you say Vought the last time when we were doing it, right? Did you say I have a 60% chance because I wanted to increase chance? So I had to get higher than a 60 is what you were saying? Next?
I thought you were talking to Phoenix. You said bot.
No, I
Oh,
meant
he's
you.
explaining the scenario.
Yeah, so when you were saying, okay, if I go for increased chance, did you say I have to get higher than a 60 to get it?
Yeah, base is 70.
That's 60%?
Yeah.
So then what you should be going for is everything lower than 60 is a success. Everything higher than 60 is a fail.
What?
Because 60%, because then if everything higher than 60 is a 40% chance of you getting higher than the 60 on D100.
Mm-hmm.
Saying for a 60% chance, you need to roll 40 plus.
There's a 30% chance normally. I mean, I can swap the numbers. It's the same thing. If you want to roll under 30. So you're telling me that 70 up is different than is different from 30 down.
No,
Okay.
what
No,
he's
he's saying how
saying
you're
is
calculating
that
it.
saying that it's a 60% chance,
And then
when
saying
you
I have to get
roll a
higher than
60
60.
or up is not true. That's actually a 40% chance.
Because you're going from
Okay,
60
yeah, I understand that it's a 40% chance, but what are we having a
Oh,
problem
so you're saying
with?
default there's a 30% chance.
There's a
and what you're-
30% chance, and all I'm saying is roll 70 or higher. 70 up is that 30%.
When
That's
you said
all I'm
60
saying.
Up, I thought you were saying there's a 60% chance because I want the.
Oh,
increase.
no. I was saying roll 60 up. So 70 is base. If you increase your chance of actually trying to get into that window, it lowers the threshold to 60 from
Okay.
70.
Okay.
So I was just going
60
for
up,
high.
okay.
If you wanted to do it backwards,
it's fine,
we could
fine,
do it
fine. I
as
just wanted
low.
to
That's
understand
fine.
what
But
the
mechanically, it's
chances
the same.
Okay,
Yeah. An increased chance is a 40% chance at a
Okay.
at a heroic
There we
opportunity.
go. Now I get it. That's
Yeah.
all I wanted to clarify.
I got you. Yeah, I guess I tripped you up in that.
Yeah, the numbers were like,
but-
wait, hold up.
Yeah. Like, it's a less than average chance, obviously, to begin with, that you're going to get one. So, by rolling
So it
well,
goes
you
from
have
30,
the
it
chance
goes from 30
to
to 40.
cheat. Yeah.
And then if I wanted to lower
conversely-
it, I would just go down to 20.
Yep, it would lower down to 20%. Like, if you were wounded and you're like, fuck that, I don't want to fucking take a chance of the fight or something like that.
Did we? Oh yeah, we did pull a Joker. You're right.
And then, at any point, you can spend a Benny to make or skip a heroic opportunity. We kind of came upon that during this session.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Spoons now.
Where are we at? Let's see here.
Spoons opportunity.
Spoons. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, here we go. This one is called "You've Got to Be Shitting Me."
Oh, this ought to be amazing.
All right, you guys are making your final push towards the control point, the second control point, and you can see that the majority, since you guys have better odds over here, or I should say, had for a little while. Now the odds are evening up as far as mechs go, and you've got a couple of wounded guys on your side. But you have the opportunity. You see as you look out over the like inner side of the tarmac, you can see some of the structure. And you see how the like balloon itself has superstructure that bends around. It's a little bit fatter than the tarmac itself. In fact, you have kind of a wild idea that you might be able to parkour across this superstructure, dropping below the sight lines of the tarmac to get yourself out of combat or out of harm's way, and come up behind them or somewhere in their midst to cause maximum chaos, giving a distinct advantage to your troopers in their mechs. In this round.
Or die. My favorite kind of rolls. Let's fucking do it.
I was going to say, you can take it or you can pass. Hello!
Good night, Irene.
Holy shit. Alright, let's see here. So you blew that out of the fucking water. Spoon, as you look towards the inner side of the tarmac and you see the superstructure, you're just like, fuck it. And you jump off. You hear one of the guys, like, near you in his mech, like, call out. You hear him go, "What are you doing?" As you, basically, like, Jedi Knight off the side of the Zeppelin, grabbing onto some, like, heavy, like, diesel piping. You swing underneath the superstructure and start running the agile Jaeger mech's frame across not just the balloon, which actually seems to, in some places, act as a trampoline, even to the weight of the Jaeger, but also going like monkey bar, hand over hand across like catwalks and whatnot. And you finally start to climb up one of the outer smokestacks. If you look at the page that we're on, hold on, where is it? There it is. I had to get back there from the other page. You start to come about out here. Like on the outer side of the superstructure, you start climbing up the smokestacks, and as you get up to like an advantageous position, you can see what looks like essentially the mechs arrayed like towards your guys who are out here in like a semicircle concave that like set to receive the incoming Jaegers. You have the opportunity by looking at the what's it called, the insignias. I'm sorry. By looking at the insignias on the different mechs down arrayed below you, you make out which one is the commander, and you can see that right now he is in defilade, or I should say in hardcover from like the Jaegers. But you have a shot at him. He is turned out, and he's yelling at the engineering squads who are trying to move in to like pull one of the like wrecked Obrotines back into cover with a huge like pulley winch system, or is that what it's called? A pulley system that's attached to the feed mechanism of a lesser rub. So they're trying to pull it back to safety to get it up and operational. You have a chance to blast their commander with a 20 mil round.
All right. Should I roll shooting then?
Yes. 1 second. All right.
Oh.
Well, okay. Well, there you go. I was about to do all of the stuff, but that's definitely more than enough to hit him. Size difference is not that much, so that's only a -1. So that's going to be, and you've managed to get into close range. There's nothing else in your way. Called shot to hit the pilot, basically. All right. So go ahead and roll 20 mil damage.
All right,
Oh.
in before 3. Oh. Oh no.
That's 20 damage. All right. Spoon, you get up on top of the smokestack and you essentially sight up your rifle. It's a little bit awkward, but by this point in the fight, you've gotten kind of used to the fire's control system on the Jaeger. And you raise it up, and you aim, and you see the guy like shouting from the ring at the engineers with his back turns to you. And one of the engineers looks up and sees you, like glinting in the sun against the smokestack. And you see him just immediately go white as a ghost and starts running. The officer himself in charge of the unit out there is like sitting there, and he looks for a second as the guy goes running off. You see him shout, and he turns around and looks over his shoulder just as you like get your firing solution. You fire the round into the open like entrance, whatever it's called, the ring that you get in and out. I can't think about it. Think of the name
The
for that
hatch?
on the tank. Yeah, into the hatch. Thank you. You fire the round into the hatch, and the only evidence that there was ever a officer standing there in the first place is a fine bit of red mist and an arm falling down the side of the hatch, or falling down the side of the Strigoi. And you can see the tracer round from the 20 mil bouncing around inside the cockpit. You see the controls go dead, and the Strigoi like drops, like buckles to its knees on one side and falls like partially over. That is a success.
I would like to take a free action to laugh evilly.
By all means. As you look over at the other Jaegers, you can almost hear, but you can kind of read on the lips of one of them go, "You gotta be shitting me!"
I love being a robot.
All right, let's see. And Dr. Prasic.
All right, hit me with it, Johnny.
One second. All right, I rolled one that you may not want, but I don't know. Since it's coming close to the end of the game, I'm kind of wanting to up it up. Since your thing was a
Notice?
yeah, since it was a notice roll, the one that I rolled is called incoming. I'm gonna let you choose between that and a shooting one, because I know that you love to be Sniper Prasic. The shooting one is going to be called Take the Shot.
Let's take the shot.
I kind of figured you'd like that one, which is why I offered it up, and it hadn't come up yet. So I figured we'd throw that one in here. All right, Dante, you were still at the control tower, the 1st control tower. You were up on the top, where the final battle that Phoenix went in there and fucking helped the first squad of Commando Corps break in. And you're looking out through the window, and you and a couple of the guys have like opened up the windows in here since, in order to like get some breeze in, since there was all that gun smoke that was just like collecting in the room. And as you like kick your way through the shells and bodies on the floor in this room, up to the window, you start to survey the area, and you pull up your rifle scope and squint. A bead of sweat kind of covers your or runs down your forehead as you look out. Over on the, let me get over to that window. Over on the far side of the superstructure, looking through your scope, you can see someone down below decks, kind of by this yellow balloon, but on what looks like a command deck, and you can see him like talking to other officers. Judging by the fact that you know the colors of the officerial uniforms down here, you have a decent idea that this might be Michigan. You have a chance to take a shot at Michigan. Now, I'm going to tell you mechanically that you cannot kill Michigan here, but you will potentially be able to give him minuses to his next roll from wounds.
You just think you can't kill him. Wait till he rolls 37 damage.
Yeah,
I'm
rolls
gonna
37
just pull
damage.
out this your wayside
All right.
rifle.
I don't know
Here we go.
if you actually roll some stupid fucking damage like that.
Call
then-
shot head.
Call shot head.
Okay,
We're
called
gonna
shot
do
head is
wayside
a
rifle +2.
called shot head is going to be a requirement if you want to actually try and kill Michigan here.
Call shot head.
I'm gonna, you know what? This is a hell of a shot. So
We're doing the fucking Call of
I don't
Duty
think-
shot here, where I'm gonna wing him anyway. But
Yeah.
whatever.
you can skip the called shot. So let me tell you what it is right here. Okay, so you're going to be. Let me look real quick. I have most of it down, but I didn't expect to. Some of this. Hold on.
I await with bated breath
Okay.
for extreme range.
Okay, it is extreme range for your rifle. So that's -8 to get. So 4, you're looking at 12. All right. To have a shot at killing him, you're going to have to call shot head. Or otherwise, it'll just be wounds. Let me look at my notes here. So 4 plus 8 is 12. You're using the wayside rifle, right?
Yep, +2.
Okay, that negates the windy bonus because it's not affected by wind. And he is considered in light cover because he's surrounded by officers. So, 12, 14. That's before called shot. Do you want to try and go for the call shot
I have
head?
a scope, and
Yeah.
technically, because I would have had a second to stand still up here and not move while looking for this, I get the mini aim.
I'll let you spend a Benny to get full aim.
No, I'll pass on that right now. So
All right.
I have the little
Because you're going to
marksman
try and
one
roll all
that's
the damage.
Yeah, I gotta roll the big damage. So I remove 2 penalties, and because of the scope, I think it also removes 2 penalties. So it's back down to.
Yeah, so -4.
So that's back down to what for difficulty?
12, 14, that's without called shot head.
Yeah.
18 with called
Call
shot head. You have a -4, so 14 basically.
14, okay.
Minus is the called shot to head. So you got to get a 14 up to hit.
All right. But dude, we're going for that. We're going for a 14 up to hit.
I was really hoping that windy bonus would help out here, but I forgot about the
Yeah,
wayside
we're gonna
rifle.
bend it.
I figured.
Oh my god, please. Okay, we'll do one more. So round to get it.
I mean, we're gonna call the game here in a second, so you might as well. Oh no!
That's it.
Oh, well.
All right, so that's a missed shot at Michigan, but dude, how crazy would that have been if you would have fucking pulled that out right there and fucking?
Let's just say
vaped him?
because it would have hit. Let's just see. You know, fucking big ass beam. It probably wouldn't be a raise, but you get those 2 dice out, and then 14 damage. 14 damage at his head would have been a kill shot.
That'd have been 18 because
Right.
you got a headshot.
Yeah,
Yeah, +4.
18. That man's just dead now.
I've got you
He's just
in my
standing here talking,
sights.
and then his head explodes in front
Let's
of
see,
everyone.
he has a toughness of 7, so 18, that would have been 11, 1 wound, 15, 2 wounds, so that would have been 2 wounds.
Oh, he would have been fucking horrifically scarred across his face.
That's what I was saying,
Forever.
like, that would have been awesome. Alright, well,
All
that's
right.
a good note to end it on. I think that's all of your heroic opportunities. Let's set up the next game, though, and let's get battle rolls. Hold on for 1 second. Let me calculate how the round went. All right, so that you had 2 successful heroic opportunities and 1 fail, but still gives you +2 to your battle meter. Again, you're going to get a +2, Hawk. These heroic opportunities are helping out a lot.
Okay. Are you ready?
1 second.
Are you ready now?
And you guys are at...
That poor lone fuck who got scooped out of the fucking Zeppelin.
All right. So you sight your rifle up there, Dante, and you take the shot at Mishkin, and it goes just past his ear. In fact, you see his hair catch on fire, like the backside below his cap.
He's wondering what happened. What? How?
None of the fuck.
Beam like, whang, and immediately his combat senses kick in. You see him dive to the ground and go for cover, and you can see one of his officers immediately jump on him and like trying to put his hair out and like shield him with his body, and the other officers immediately start firing their pistols. Just randomly, because they're not sure where it came from, but they grab him and begin taking him back into actual cover. Yeah, pretty much. At that point, the end of the round is up. Let me get back over to the actual map page. All right. The battle in earnest is going on this side, right here, between the Jaegers and the Strigoi Obrotin. Over here, it looks like the mechanized infantry have been successful because they actually had a decent-sized force, and a lot of that had to do with Dr. Prasik slowing up the elevators over there.
Some guy, some poor sucker below is like, I can't get the elevator to go up. Some asshole keeps overriding it.
Okay, because he didn't change anything on that, and okay, let me look at casualties real quick. It's not exploding, so let's see, 10. All right, 7 more casualties this round are being pulled back from your forces.
Oh no. The
So at
boys.
the beginning of next round. Yep, and they're trying to get like their dudes back, but there are guys like wounded in hallways and whatnot. Etc. Let me see how many of them die, if any. Let's make this roll real quick. And then that's how many. Okay. 3 more people have died this round amongst your wounded. Your force is losing men, but it's still doing pretty good. All right, end of the or beginning of next round's wounded report comes in. You have 13 total wounded. You have 5 KIA, and I will update the thing that I linked with all of your men shortly and show you like essentially what your units are looking like for kills. But I'll do that like probably after session, after dinner or whatnot. All right, so let's get our battle rolls and see how next session is going to start.
Woohoo! +2.
Yep, you got a +2.
Get out of my face,
Holy
idiot.
shit.
Get out of my fucking house.
All right, Michigan, this is the time. They wounded you. Remember what they did to your family, Michigan.
We got 1 G.
Technically, that's not even us. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
All right, well, you know I'm boloing both of these bennies before the fucking session.
Oh, you're right.
Do it right now.
11, okay, that's good.
It's not enough though. Ooh.
Hawk is the
You know what?
superior commander again.
I've got 5 bennies to blow at the end of session. You think
What
I can
do?
get higher?
No,
Let's see
game's
if we
over.
can
Game's
get higher.
over.
Let's
It's
go.
done.
1,
Game's over.
2, 3, 4, 5. Wow,
And
looks
before
like
you
my
just crit fail.
17 is a Chad number, so 19 total.
All right, so let's see. Michigan bested out at 11.
11.
So 11 and 19, let's see. So 15 and 19, that's 2 raises. Okay, you are now commanding the battle. demoralized from nearly having his head vaped off by Prastic. He's too shaken to like muster his men together. Somewhere in a cutscene down below decks on the far side of the second command point, you can see guys like rubbing Mishkin's head with a wet towel, slapping him in the face. Captain!
Bringing him,
Snap out of it!
bringing him a bottle of water.
He slaps
I
the
don't
bottle
know,
of
man.
water away. He's like, vodka.
Michigan is just there. I don't know, man. They tried to kill me. How? Where?
Need a zap for the fucking wayside rifle. All right. Anyways, so we'll have it there. You guys have taken a commanding lead. That is actually going to give you guys bonus rolls. You're now out of like the kind of middling territory. So everybody rolling their rolls in their heroic opportunities. I should say rolling to get those will get a bonus from your awesome commander.
Cool.
But we'll do that next Thursday, I guess. Today's Sunday.
Today's Sunday.
Yeah, we'll do that next Thursday. Thank you guys for playing.
Oh,
Thursday,
no.
because it's
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Fuck
I
Thanksgiving.
Fuck that, man.
Don't give your
Why
family
we-
COVID.
Why are we celebrating that?
Don't give
I
your
know,
family
fucking-
COVID.
Hey,
Indian
man,
Genocide
don't
Day.
blame
Fuck
me
that.
I mean,
about the
I'm eating at
measles
home,
blankets.
but
No, I
I know,
don't
my
know.
brother
I mean,
might be
obviously,
biased, he
family
might say
comes
tonight.
first, guys. So
We're cooking steaks.
if we don't have game next session, that's fine.
Oh, we're just doing a ham
We'll
this
figure it out on
Thanksgiving.
Sunday. I'm just gonna be a ham on Thanksgiving.
Are you gonna slather yourself in honey?
Hell yeah, honey glaze all the way to the balls.
That's
Hot.
I'm into it.
All right, guys. Thanks for playing,
I get married
and
to you?
we'll see you then.
Thanks for having us.
I'm already married. Oh my god. God damn it.
What's that?
That's like a mix
Ricardo.
of a bunch of stuff.
I'm
But,
a fire in my laser.
Love it. I love it.
I like that they put him in a green bandana like he's Captain. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
Captain Planet.
Yeah.
That's got to be just the most miserable experience to have them tapes come off.
Oh yeah. I had a fucking halter monitor. That shit sucks.
All right, I gotta go potty. Good games,
You
gentlemen.
said you had
Yep.
nipple tape on one time?
Have fun.
No, I've had a halter monitor. It was worse.
Oh.
It's like a halter top, but it's made out of duct tape.
Yeah,
Basically.
I don't know. Give it a goog. You might find some interesting porn.
that. Yeah, probably.